What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode here at After. Where am I?
It's all right. Come on, start over.
Start over.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another After Hours episode here at the Underground Lounge. I'm your girl, Holly, and we are here with my two favorites.
You gotta shake that vacation off straight.
Yeah, that's what it is. I never flew out.
Well, I wasn't on vacation. I was working, actually.
I never flew out or failed.
Oh,
you get flew out like 3 times a month.
You
And I
diamond
went
medallion.
Lou, and I did not fly. I did not get
Who flew
flown
you
out.
out?
I got flown out for a charity event. Does that
that's
still
that?
count?
Oh yeah. You can write that off. Yeah, charity.
Right. So does that count as being
Yeah,
flued out
write
if
that
you're
off.
getting flued
Did
out
you
by
pay
a
for
motherfucking? Essentially, no.
You was flued.
You was flew.
Flew?
You was flued.
But it wasn't for
They hate
like
us say-
a
they
nigga.
take
It
us
was
bad enough
for
to
an
say
event.
Flew, yeah. Yo,
Flew
they
that?
flew, man. They were
Flued
saying that in
ain't
the
a
comments.
word.
They ain't a
Stupid
word.
nigga, we know.
Okay, we know that. That was a joke.
Right, yeah,
People
but you
take
know.
shit too serious. Is there like, okay, that's actually a good question to ask. If you see a woman, right, and you go on her Instagram page, and you know how women love to highlight the different countries that they've been to, does that turn you on or turn you off?
Do neither for me.
I'd say off, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a certain. What are you doing, Lou? What the fuck are you talking about?
You got froze?
It's a certain.
I was about to tell.
Oh, you yeah. That don't turn me off.
That doesn't turn you off. Does
It don't turn me on either. It's
it
like,
doesn't turn you on?
I'm
or
not looking
off?
at them pictures
It doesn't
anyway.
make you think to yourself, how is she
I
getting
got
all
a
these
question
places?
for him. What'll make you slide in the DM? What would you see that'll make you slide?
If she got a little bit of followers and she fine as hell.
Yeah.
She got a little bit. I go to the stories. I don't just go straight to the
What's
DMs.
a little bit?
You do a little research,
Yeah.
a little background.
Yeah.
What's a little bit?
A little
of
bit. You got a
followers?
couple foul?
A few, like 3,000 followers.
Yeah, I'm in there. What?
And she fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna delete my Instagram. No worries. I can start over. I ain't never give a fuck.
How many you got?
I'm almost at 200K.
200K?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
But I've also
Lot of people
My
looking
shit
you
going
off.
down.
my Instagram is a
Yours?
business, so it's different. Like I don't look at it like, I mean, obviously.
Well, now it's a business. Before it was a business.
It's been a business since 2017. That's when I've been actively making content. So my Instagram never. I mean, obviously it does catch the attention of, but that was not what the intention was
It's
as
work
of now.
/
Being fine.
Yeah, okay.
But that I'm fine. So that was all.
No, but
automatically
sometimes
gonna be
y'all
it.
could be extra fine. Yeah. Come on now.
True.
Y'all on them fucking
I asked
islands
that.
and shit.
I
Posting.
asked that about
See,
the
that's what I'm
the.
saying. All that island hopping shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that brings me to my point. So I asked that because I deleted all my highlights off of my Instagram, right? Because a guy, I guess he went through it and he was like, well, I was gonna offer you to take
Holly
you
go
to.
through the most.
Listen, he said I was gonna offer to take you to so and so, but based
like-
on your highlights, bitch, you already been
It's
there.
already
You
there.
went there in last year. Deleted that shit immediately.
My
I don't
game
want
is you
to.
weren't there with me. You know what I'm saying?
No, see,
That's
my
my shit.
game is, oh, he taking you to Mykonos? Hey, we going to McDonald's. That's my game. That's my game. I go the complete opposite. Hey, we gonna
That's
have
the complete
we
polar
gonna have
opposite.
we gonna have more Raising Cane days than Con's Friends days. All right, we gonna have more of these. So, if we can do this together, if we can vibe on some natural shit together, then I go backwards.
Okay, but you did say that is a turnoff when you see a woman has all her.
It ain't a turn off, but it like
It don't do nothing for
I
you.
probably ain't gonna. I'm gonna
She
leave
been
you
outside.
alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
What if you find out she's a flight attendant?
Flight attendant? Nah, you can see that. Flight
You know what I'm
attendants
saying?
always tell you they flight attendant.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know a girl right now you would not know she's a flight attendant. That bitch, the way she got her shit set up, you think a nigga's tricked
See,
for everything.
she a flight attendant because she like hustling as a flight attendant.
Mm-hmm.
Flight attendants be proud to be flight attendants. You
Yeah,
know
that
what
is
I'm
No,
true.
I'm starting to notice though a lot of them women be posting all them island pics. They don't never post their kids.
What you-
Father's Day
Nah.
made me
They don't
realize
never
how
post
many
their kids.
people
Don't-
had kids and don't ever post
Don't
them.
get me on Father's
Yeah,
Day.
he had a bad
Was
Father's Day.
it was about no, you didn't have a bad one.
You want to talk about it? Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it.
Fuck it. It's coming out this week, right? This one? Yeah, let's talk
We
about
gotta listen. We gotta do better, ladies. We gotta do better, man. This
I ain't
Father's
got
Day.
Look, you see how I don't got no kids? Shit.
Nah, for real, we gotta
No,
do
for your
better,
father
man.
and your uncles and stuff like that.
Oh,
Damn.
Shut up,
rest
right?
in peace.
I'm just fucking up. Seizures, dad dead. What's going on? God damn, I can't say nothing right over here. Shit.
It's dangerous in that spot over there. She done told us a nigga in rehab, all types of shit. We ain't even got going good yet. We ain't even got into it good. But man, listen, Father's Day was it was an experience. I think this year was the first year I jumped on the we got to do better for Father's Day train. This was the first one. And not just my experience. My experience was different because I was on the road. I wasn't around my kids and, my family. I was with my son, but my daughters, like the people that I'd usually spend my Father's Day with, I wasn't with them. So this is not necessarily all of my experience. But I just noticed, man, it was I know a lot of great dads, and it just was like they was not happy with how they was being celebrated on Father's Day. Like, I seen a lot of my homies. They was making jokes, but like, it was a lot of truth
behind the joke.
It was too many men that I see being champion dads and being great fathers complaining about how they were celebrated on Father's Day, and it just made me think like, damn. Because I thought about the effort that we put into Valentine's Day, the effort that we put into Mother's Day. Like, we try to make sure all the mothers in our lives feel special. And then for whatever reason, it don't get reciprocated to Father's Day. And so when I started kind of having a conversation with different people about it, it was like excuses. Like, well, niggas ain't shit.
Right.
Or my daddy wasn't in my life.
Right.
It was like, but it was so many excuses not to. But I'm like, what about the guys like
that do?
Well, I don't really know a bunch of guys, and again, I was having this conversation with 2 or 3 different people. So, I just noticed like all the effort that it's taken for women to be like, that's why I'm not doing this and that. I'm like, you can pour that into
doing this and that.
The guys that you do know that do they thing. Like my personal experience. Again, I was on the road this Father's Day. But y'all know how I am about my kids. Mm-hmm. I got a 60-minute massage and a keychain for Father's Day.
Where was the keychain from? Was it from a city
My
or something?
son made me a keychain at school.
That's dope.
You feel me? My 5-year-old son gave me.
And that made your day?
That made my day. But for what I do,
you need a little bit more. I
got a massage and a keychain. And so again, I'm gonna keep saying this because my family, they be watching like, what the fuck you spot? I ain't see none of y'all.
I get that. I definitely
and
get
so
that.
it just made me think like, if that's my experience,
is all fathers getting that same type of treatment?
What is everybody else's experience, Spank? What was your experience on Father's Day?
Got 2 phone calls from the kids, no gifts. But a couple chicks sent me a couple dollars though. I mean, shouts out to them. Hey.
So you did get a couple dollars. Though.
Yeah,
that's gangster.
Yeah, shouts out to them.
That's kind of cute.
But like, did you get anything? Well, you just said you didn't get no gifts, but from the people in your life that you would expect something from, like a sister,
it's been years since I never got something, so I don't even expect it no more. It's been years, bro. I don't even expect nothing for Father's Day.
On some serious though, does it make you feel away?
No, I'm not a holiday guy though.
Yeah. Remember, he's not into that.
I don't even give a shit about my birthday like that. You know what I'm saying?
Can't relate. Well. I did see a video though of 50 Cent where he was like saying like Mother's Day is focused around diamonds and gifts, and then Father's Day you get a toolbox or something like that. It's always insinuating
something
that
to fix up something
to fix
else,
something or to make some type of work involved.
Grill,
and I thought about that, and I was like, damn. Now I think about it, like my gifts growing up to my dad were always insinuating like, this is to help you to help me, essentially. You know what I mean?
Why is it like that though? I know you're not a mom, but like,
that's just the way the propaganda is in the world. That's how the commercials are. So if reality,
you see what I'm saying
we need to blame the white man.
She blamed this shit
on
propaganda
let's blame the white man as far as to why the holidays are moving like this. Because they control the narrative.
Nah, I ain't buying none of that shit you just tried to say.
I was just trying to throw that out there a little bit. I'm getting deep in that shit.
Trying to get it louder and louder. The white man.
Yeah, I ignored all that shit. Let me ask you a question though.
Okay.
What did you do for your father this Father's Day?
My father lives in Dominican Republic.
See, listen, and think about.
Okay, I called him, and you know what? He doesn't celebrate Father's Day in America, so
that's what I'm.
different.
Holly, and this is.
And what would I do?
I'm not putting the whole burden of this on you.
I
think this is a collective in our community, and I don't know if this is the white man's plight. I don't know how they.
It is.
I don't know how they celebrate Father's Day. I like to know. So all our white fans, please tell me how it go for y'all and y'all shit. But in our community, I'm not gonna make you the poster child for this conversation.
Yeah.
But for the sake of conversation, think about how much we talk about Holly dad in a positive manner.
Damn.
And you be like, my daddy is the shit. He's a superhero, and he the man, and he the boom, 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 boom.
You ain't getting him shit but
and
a phone call.
And the one day you can get that king his flowers, you can make him feel appreciated. You could send him an edible arrangement, make a little basket with T-shirts, cigars, whatever. Nothing.
I'm about to say if my mom texted me,
what?
she ain't call me.
So
You're
I'm not, I ain't putting that,
No,
I'm
you're
not
dead
putting this
right,
whole
though.
shit.
You're dead
but
right.
you see what I'm saying though?
You're dead right.
You
Because
see
I
what
do
I'm-
talk about him a lot, and I have a lot of gratitude for him.
And that is crazy. That is
I
crazy
didn't do
to me
anything
that
crazy.
it's like, it's men out here that's doing they shit. They doing they 1-2. And then the one day that you can make him feel like on top of the world is be crickets. And then it'd be crickets. And then the next conversation is gonna be about men's mental health. Why that nigga zip out like that?
Yeah.
It's the same month, right?
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom did text me. My bad. Happy Father's Day, son. Have an awesome day.
My mama texts me. But she hit me with the Instagram joint. I woke up, I was on Instagram. I like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying?
Could have called.
I ain't even, I could nitpick and be mad at them not calling me, but they know I ain't answering the phone.
You answer the phone anyway.
Yeah, so I ain't all the way tripping on that.
So
I'm tripping on the effort.
You brought up a good point, because I do speak very highly of my dad, and I'm very, very thankful for the father that I have. And obviously, you guys know, and people on the underground comments know that my daddy is a new daddy. So actually, you know what? This has just challenged me that I need to go ahead and send something that way, because I do want him to know that there is appreciation for the type of father that I have, and I'm very, very blessed to say that.
The Jay-Z quote kept coming up in my head on Father's Day. A real nigga just want to be seen.
For sure.
You know, that shit just kept popping in my head, and again, it put me in that mindset, because we was on the road, we was coming back to LA, and I wasn't with my family. I wasn't with none of my kids on Father's Day, and that was a new experience for me. So it was like I kind of, because when I am home, I'm celebrated. You dig what I'm saying? So it was the first time I was outside of my own bubble.
Right.
So I'm like, let me see how the fuck they gonna treat me that I ain't there.
Nah, I'm not there.
Now they had a whole party at my house for Father's Day and celebrated all the fathers in my family though.
And you asked.
But I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
So,
of course, if I was there, I'd have been part
yeah.
of. Again, if I was home, I feel like I would have been celebrated. But it was the first time that I'm looking like, let me see who give an extra effort to make sure I feel seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my family, for the most part, did that. It was a couple people I was like, damn, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then but again, it started making me think about other fathers and what's they experience. And then when I started paying attention to Instagram stories and posts, the percentages was off.
Oh, yeah.
The dads was not pleased with.
The statistics behind the money behind it too. It's like they make this amount more money for Mother's Day than they do on Father's Day.
Restaurants be sold
10
out.
billion. I think
I
think the stat was 10 billion. Yeah, it was 10 billion more spent.
10 billion?
10 billion with a B.
God
10
damn.
billion more dollars spent on Mother's Day than
Well,
Father's Day.
there you have it. No more Father's Day, y'all. God damn.
So I said, thank you, Spank, for the segue.
Yeah.
Because I say, let's just abolish this shit.
Yeah.
Let's blow it up.
Yeah.
Because if it's, let's blow it up.
Let's blow it up. It's crazy.
Let's blow up Father's Day. Because if it's gonna make the fathers feel worse the day after than they did the day before, straight up,
Ain't this mental health month?
This
is mental health month.
It's
too.
time somebody said, y'all want to talk about is men's mental health month?
Hey, we about to get her a microphone, yo.
Yeah, we gonna get her mic'd
I
up.
said it's men's mental health month. I said Pride Month too.
I hear that.
I'm fucking crying.
But look, if ain't nobody gonna do it, ain't nobody
Real
gonna
shit.
say it. Damn it, I'm gonna say it right here in the underground lounge.
Yeah.
If we not gonna do Father's Day right from this point on, let's throw this shit out the window with the pot. Throw it out the window with the pot. Fellas, it is Men's Mental Health Month. We gotta demand more on Father's Day. If you out there handling your business and you taking care of it, demand more on Father's Day. I'm starting a conversation right here in the motherfucking underground lounge.
Yeah.
Okay, so to kick that off, because you guys are fathers, I'm gonna do something special for you, fellas.
Turn up.
Now, I don't have the funds.
See, that's what I'm saying.
How you feel off of that? How you feel off?
Holly, listen, I just went on a 10-minute rant, and you missed the message because all we care about is the effort. It ain't even about no money. If it ain't even about no cheese. If you send your dad a fucking, you can go online right now and find a autographed Kobe Bryant basketball
or an autographed Lou Will basketball. That nigga will be straight.
And send it to Pop. You know what I wanted, and I think I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna keep saying that because I'm not trying to say no left-handed shit about my family.
Right.
I ain't get one card.
Aw.
Me neither.
Damn.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's
You keep
tough.
your cards?
I keep all my cards.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I keep all my
trash,
cards.
though.
My dad keeps it.
Yeah, I keep it for like a week and throw it in the
No,
trash.
my dad's kept our cards and like gifts that we made for him.
Yeah, because
Birthday cards too? Y'all keep them?
yeah, because one day you gonna be 55 and you gonna open that card from your baby girl when she was 12 and
and see that handwritten note.
Stop, fix your face, man.
What?
I see
he
them
don't
joke
give a fuck.
bubbling, man.
No, because I know I'm not the only one that throw their cards away, bro.
I don't throw my
No, for
cards
sure.
away.
I think
You throw
my
your birthday
parents-
cards away?
Everything.
After a week?
After like a week, give it a couple of days.
That is so interesting. Let's go.
I've kept anything personal. I've kept. Like, if it has anything handwritten in it, I usually like to keep that because it's part of like a memorabilia. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to my dad on Father's Day about pictures, right? He has photo books of pictures. Like, we don't do that. I mean, we have Instagram and like Facebook. That's where all of our photos are.
My mom, she arts and crafts to her
Kind of
core.
person?
So
Yeah.
I got everything. My mom had. If you a Lou Will fan, and you go to my mama's house, she has a literal museum of me in her house.
That's so fire, though.
She got
I love that.
She got all my shit.
Oh, word. That's dope.
My mom got everything, bro.
I love that.
Anything. She got all my record breaking shit. She got that shit outfitted.
That's
it's amazing. And every once in a while, I go down there and I sit down and open up a little scrapbook,
Yeah.
like
When you see your shit.
and shit take me
I
back.
think that's different than cards, though. That's totally different
But-
from cards.
Cars should be more personal.
Yeah,
it
cards
is
are more
different, but I think
personable.
cars should be more
Bro.
personal.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
it's handwritten. Think about it. The art of
It's not
of
handwritten.
I mean, some of them do. Usually, when
the
you get a
written in
card,
part.
Oh, when they sign
man,
it,
hey.
love you.
no,
Hey.
they don't write their own little
Hold up.
message in
Hey,
the card.
Holly, let them get that
I
hurt
thought
off.
the message is in the card. What y'all talking about? They add extra messages on the
Yeah,
card?
they don't add the little hey, like the card.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah,
I
he
dump
threw
it
away
for
the
I dump
card.
it for money. Ain't no money in that shit going in the trash back. You know what I mean?
Hey, but I wonder how long when is an appropriate time if you go throw your birthday cards out and all
I
that.
give it a week, man.
A week.
A week. Okay.
That's tough.
Did you
week.
even read it though?
Oh, them
It
shits
don't
in the
sound like
trash.
you did. It
I'll
don't
read
sound-
them. I'll read
Okay.
At
Well,
one time.
I would expect anybody
She
that
be like,
got a card
this
from
ain't about
me.
me, but all right. You're a
terrible.
God-fearing, loving man. I don't think it's about me, but all right, whatever.
Oh God.
Hey, listen. Oh, and since I said all that shit about Father's Day, I do want to say this. This was the first Father's Day that I got like a heartfelt message from my daughter. And me and her, my daughter is like a mini version of me. She's not
Right.
very emotional.
Emotional,
She's
yeah.
not an emotional
Which one?
kid.
The oldest one?
No, my oldest. And I woke up to a text message from her that was like heartfelt.
Oh.
And that made my day.
Well,
Okay.
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
want to
So
say
how?
that.
So if you woke up on that, how did you proceed the rest of the day? Like, man, fuck Father's Day.
Because that's what I said though.
Yeah.
The people that I expected,
The other people, I see. Okay, I got
but
you.
but it's also a section of like, oh, this my day to eat.
Right. Because you take care.
How I
got
kicks
you.
it. Oh, this my day to eat.
Yeah.
But I do feel I'm gonna keep saying it. I do feel like once I get to, I've been in LA a month. Has it been that long?
Has it been a month?
Yeah, I've been to LA like 3 weeks to a month. I haven't been home.
This month? Okay.
But again, they had a whole party celebrating
Without your ass.
all my guys as fathers.
But
so
you thought you was
They
going
didn't,
home,
like,
though, didn't you?
prop
I
you
thought
up
I
on
was going.
FaceTime?
I
Yeah.
thought I was going home.
They
Yeah.
should have called you on FaceTime so you could have felt a part of the.
Yeah.
So they probably felt the way. Yo, this nigga ain't even coming home now, y'all. We done put all this shit for the house party. So it might be your fault because you changed the plan.
But this also wasn't about me.
Yeah.
I said that at the beginning
right,
too.
you said that.
And I just said, because I was on the outside looking
Right.
in, it made me think about everybody else's experience. And then as the day went on, I'm looking at everybody's
other
shit,
shit, yeah.
and wasn't nobody happy. I saw a couple of my homies get like baskets and stuff. That's where I got that idea
I'm
because
a big gift person too, so
Yeah.
I'm fucked up, Daddy.
my
I'm
homie
sorry.
my homie got a basket. He had
Father.
he had a bottle of Casamigos, some underwear, t-shirts,
And
a
I love
bottle of
shit like that.
cologne.
That's some dope shit.
It was
That's dope.
it was in a
Oh.
basket. I was like, that's effort right
Oh,
there.
that was dope.
I'm a big gift person. Like,
Clearly not for Father's Day.
Yeah.
I know that's where I fucked up. But my dad, see, the thing is, me and my dad, we have a relationship. I don't have to send him something on a particular day for it to
Yeah.
have some type of meaning. Like,
Okay.
Oh,
he-
you one of them everyday holiday ass niggas.
No, I'm one of those. I'm one of those. If I see something that somebody likes and I know they would like it, I'll buy it and ship it to them. That's just how I am.
Right.
Like, my nigga right now, he's so lucky to have a woman like me in his life. Because
Okay.
What's your man name?
why do you want to do all that?
That's fine. I just
Okay.
saw a chick post that. Every time I post my man, you bitches want to wind up in his DMs and likes.
Man,
I'm
what?
like, damn, for real?
We live in a competitive world.
You know what I told her? I said, post me next.
We live in a
No, I've done that before. I've posted a significant other and ample amount of women went and followed him, and he showed it to me too. But what he fucked up was he made it seem like he wasn't. I'm not gonna go follow. That follower count went up so fucking quick. And this is when Instagram got rid of the tab. You remember that one tab where you could see everything that people were doing? I missed that
Yeah.
shit. Bring that shit back
Yeah.
immediately. That right there. When they got rid of that, it was a very hard for me to figure out who was who.
But you know you
feel
can,
you.
I don't know if everybody noticed, but you know you can, don't
No,
share
no,
everything.
say
Hey,
ahead.
but you know what?
You know,
though?
can what?
Let me jump in here.
I'ma
That's
shut
why I
up. I'ma
stopped
shut
dating
up.
in public. I stopped dating. Instagram has ruined my last 2 relationships.
I could see that.
Instagram.
I tried not to let it, but
So I try not. I don't like to date in public no more.
Wow, you had a couple DM like, oh girl, let me tell you about him, that type shit, or
I've had it all.
damn.
I done had women make up shit about me.
Yeah.
I done had shit be true.
Yeah.
I done had people I know shooting at my shit.
Okay.
I done had it all. Then the
That'd be
blogs,
the weird
then
shit
the
right
blogs
there.
and all of
when
that.
somebody shoot at you,
It's like,
When they
bro, what you
know?
doing, bro?
I think it's men are competitive. Men see something, and women are too. But I feel like in a
It's laws,
man's
though.
aspect, it's a little different.
It's honor amongst thieves.
Yeah, man.
It should be honor amongst thieves. If you in the streets and you playing the game, and that's the homie, there's boundaries. It's a trillion of
Hell
them
yeah.
out there.
For
it should
sure.
be bounds.
And vice versa for
honor
women
amongst
too.
thieves, and that's how people get killed for real.
Yeah.
That's
Did
how
y'all-
people get killed because when men beef over a woman, it ain't even about the woman. It's about you challenging
Principle.
my
The
pride and my
principle, yeah.
manhood in the principality of the situation. That's how you see 2 men go to war that start over a piece of ass that turn into something bigger because you like, damn, you don't respect me.
Right.
And it ain't even about the woman no
Ain't
more.
about the chick no more,
It's
nope.
not. It's
Fuck
never
that girl.
Yeah, it's about you challenging. Like, oh, you don't respect my gangster. And now I got to get on a different page. So I try not to even date in public no more. I don't want people in
Me
my shit.
neither.
I ain't hiding from nothing. Every once in a while I repost something, show something.
Yeah.
You post whatever you want, but if you want that type of thing out of me,
Right.
I'm not the guy
I get
for
that.
you.
I respect that too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the type of person that needs the validation from Instagram. Nigga, I know you mine and you know I'm yours. So that's to me that's all that matters. It's
You
actually
post a leg or a watch or some shit like
yeah,
that?
I'm posting like little things that will insinuate there's definitely a man in the
That's
picture,
how it started,
but
though.
I'm
Yeah.
not
It
really
starts
into
with the hand and then the shoe and then the toes.
posting the whole face. Is
And then
crazy.
it's gonna be your back, and then for you know it, Valentine's Day is the coming out party.
Yeah, no, I've done that one time, and women, like I said, flocked to the nigga's page, and he was like, I'm not interested in any bitch following me. That follower count went up. He was in them DMs, and it was over for after
Would
that.
y'all respect it more if a man was just honest?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you say that.
Would
I
you,
love an
some
honest
women will
man.
take
would you
honesty.
respect
I
it
love
more?
an honest
Would you
man.
respect it more if your man sent you a woman's page, and be like, babe, she fine as fuck? Would you respect that?
Yes, but depends. What type of relationship do you and your man have, too? You know what I mean?
Stop moving the goalposts. I'm asking you a question.
You know what relationship you have, goddammit.
I'm
Yeah, if
asking.
I'm open to talking about other women's appearances with my man, then that shouldn't be a problem. You want to hit this hookah? Yeah, I think it really just depends on the relationship that you have with your significant other. Me and my significant other, I don't watch the big booty bitch walk into a room and look dead at him, and I said, don't act like you ain't see that shit. He's like, shit, I wanted to make sure you saw it first before I made a fucking comment about it. Like, that's the type of relationship he and I have. So if you're open like that, then I don't see it being a problem. It's the ones that, or it's the relationships where a man is trying to make it seem like, oh, he would never turn his head for the next woman, where.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't like the fact that men like pictures, but that's literally what you're there for.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the whole point of the whole app. Is
Yes.
to like pictures.
Yes.
You know your man. You know how you got him. Mm-hmm. Liking pictures.
Right.
That's how you got him, right?
For sure.
That's how you got him. So you know your man, and then when you get with him, you act like he gonna stop liking pictures. So if you know that's what he into, do you have a problem with him being more open to you, where it's more of a maybe me saying him sending it to you is extreme.
Yeah. Sending to me extreme.
Yeah, him sending it to you is
That's
kind
a
of
lot.
strange.
That's a lot. I'm tripping. I'm smoking dope. Don't do that, fellas.
Yeah, don't do that at all,
please.
please.
Don't work that one. Yeah, don't work that one.
In person, it's different though.
Just put
Like,
it out there to see if I can get that off.
yeah,
Don't work that one.
not gonna work.
Because you looked at it the other way around, she's sending you a nigga like, hey, what the
This
fuck is
nigga
you
violent.
doing?
But what if we just have a conversation and we set some bounds?
Okay.
Would that be acceptable?
Absolutely.
If we set some Instagram bounds.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't want to politic no man's Instagram. I don't want to have to tell him what he should and
Police
should
or
not.
politics? We talking about?
Police, excuse
Yeah.
me. I don't want to police no man's Instagram. I don't want him to feel like have any type of control over that, because if the roles were reversed, I don't want him to do the same thing either. I don't want a man to go through my following and see, God damn, Holly, you follow a lot of motherfucking verified motherfucking pages.
Right.
And then you try to sort over, you know what I mean? I don't want that.
Yeah.
I just don't want that in my relationship.
I remember I was dating this girl and she got mad at me like, you following bitches that bitches ain't even following you back. I was
Now
like,
that-
damn. I was like, damn.
Hold on. That's a
Listen, I'm gonna let you keep cooking. Remind me, I got something to say.
that I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one of them things where it's an ick to
It's
me.
an ick?
It's a major turn
Because
off.
he's following her and she's not following
It's
the person
giving
back.
fan.
It's giving fan?
Giving fan.
Don't let her fool you. Women are smart. They
Yeah.
do Instagram different than us. They not liking no pictures. They straight in the stories. They straight in the DMs.
Facts.
And it might not even. They liking that shit.
Yeah.
The shit you can't see.
Yeah.
That's what's being liked.
Right.
They not liking nothing on the main spread. I ain't asking for confirmation.
Yeah, because you know what it is.
I know
Yeah.
what's happening.
It makes sense. Yeah.
That's how the women play on
Right.
Instagram. You dig what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Wait, oh my God, that's so funny that you even say that, because I'm telling myself. This guy I used to talk to, right?
Uh-huh.
He sent me a screenshot of maybe an op of his, I would say. He sent me a screenshot.
Somebody ain't even really kicking with it.
Someone he don't fuck with, of me in the likes, where you can see like by Holly Joseph, sent it to me. He said, "You weird," and then removed me and blocked me.
You weird. Damn.
Mind you, I opened it and I was like, why is he sending me a screenshot? Because I couldn't tell, and then it was like one that you could replay, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is a nigga that he don't really fuck with, but so like,
Did you? Oh, you knew that.
I think so.
I knew that. Me and you don't fuck with each other like that no more either, so what would it matter?
You talk about soap.
Whole water started.
And he sent it to me, and I just couldn't help but laugh, because I'm just like, after I opened it, I looked back, I was removed and blocked from his page. I couldn't go, and I couldn't even get my chest off or explain to why I was in the fucking likes.
I would prefer whoever I'm in a relationship with, let's just block each other.
Just block each other.
Yeah.
Why you in the relationship with him?
Yeah, just block each other.
Word?
Yeah, but that don't work with women because guess what?
Cause y'all
She
want
got
to
a
know.
fucking fake page where she clocking all your shit regardless. I ain't gonna act like I've never.
We don't
at
put
my
that
niggas-
type of energy and effort in, man.
Men don't have to.
No. I had a fake page before. Got caught too, my dumb ass.
Well, how?
Use your
Fix
real
that.
email.
I thought I was DMing for my regular page. I was from the bird.
stupid ass.
Hey, what we doing tonight? I said, dickhead. God damn.
I ain't never had no Finsta, none of that.
I love my Finsta.
I can't
My
operate-
Finsta
I can't
is my
operate
safe
multiple pages
space,
like that.
And I let my nigga could be on my Finsta. I'm not doing anything on there like that's.
They say it's a
True.
whole community of y'all.
It is a community, but also.
So
it's
what
for-
is it? It's just another Instagram page, right?
Let me explain Finsta in the layman's terms. Finsta is my fun Instagram. That's what
Okay.
the F in Finsta is. People like to say fake Instagram, but I'm not using my Finsta to go lurk on people's pages, and I'm posting on there.
But it's on Instagram, though, right?
It's on Instagram,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
They
All
just
right.
call it Finsta because the F is supposed to be for fake
Okay.
Instagram. But
Right.
my Finsta is my fun Instagram because, like I said, I use my Instagram to post my content for the brands that I work with and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't post a meme on there and it be grotesque and then think that brands are going to want to work with me or have some type of partnership with me. So my Finsta is where I get to have my outlandish conversations and stuff
Okay.
like that on there without it being reported to whoever is, you know,
So
watching
hold
over
on.
and looking
So,
over my shit.
but all you,
I'll show you my Finsta right
but
now.
all you go to is other Finstas too, right?
Yeah, I follow nothing but Finstas and like.
So
it's
how do
a-
you know it's a Finsta? How do you know?
I mean, usually people post their friends and they tag them or whatever the case is. Like when I made my Finsta, I made my Finsta in 2016, and this was originally just for me to talk shit on there amongst me and my homegirls.
So
Then
is your profile picture on there and all that, or all that's
no,
hidden?
it's not. I'm gonna show you. You want to know what my Finsta name is? Wait, I can't tell out on here. We can bleep it.
Hey, what
We
was
can bleep it?
the best version of Instagram? You think? Well, let me ask you this. You
You
think
said fuck Finsta, huh? Nigga segue on out of there.
I got out of there because she oversharing
She
for
oversharing,
I am
yeah.
oversharing.
for
You're
it to be
right.
what it is?
You're
I
right.
got you, dog. I got you.
I be getting so excited in conversations sometimes. I really can't help it.
Do you think Instagram would be fun again if we took comments out?
No. I think comments is what makes it so much for the fucking. I think we should be able to hide, like how nobody should be able to see who's liking anything.
You know what? I understand you saying that because Instagram is a different experience for everybody, especially people with like fan bases.
Yes.
Like I hate reposting basketball shit on my page because it's like the worst conversations going on in my comments of all time. The dumbest shit in the world. I hate it.
I get it.
I hate it's like it lacks intelligence.
Too low vibrational. for you.
It's low vibrational.
I get that.
I would love it. Like I love the occasional fan that comes on my page sometimes that actually has like an intelligent basketball take or an
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And even if I don't agree with it, we can have a conversation all day. That's what makes Instagram cool. But the people that think that they're gonna come to your page and tell you more about what you're experiencing,
And you played.
That you do.
it's crazy. And then they talk to you like you the jackass. I just seen Jamie Foxx talking about this. He was saying that it's almost not fun anymore to be famous.
Famous, yeah.
I can see that.
Like-
you don't
He said
have
them
a
comments?
personal life. You don't have a personal life when you're famous. Like everything is put on a pedestal for people to comment and have like judgment over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't. Have you guys seen that video of Justin Bieber where he's like, "You guys aren't clocking," where the paparazzi
standing
came
on
up.
business.
He's like standing on business. I was
Yeah.
cracking up, but then think about that. Like what you want to do in your normal day to day, you can't do because you are famous and people have you in a spotlight. You know what I mean? And they nitpick every little thing. Something that if the normal person was doing it, nobody would say shit
Would
to
sit down
them.
and talk,
But
yeah.
because you have a following or you
Yep.
have a fan base, everything is strategically watched over.
It's gotten to the point now that everything that you post is posted to be critiqued, to be picked apart.
That's why I have a Finsta.
Everybody a blogger
Like it
now.
used to be a time where it was more community, it was more conversational. Twitter too.
That's still my shit.
Yeah, I haven't posted on my Twitter in months. That's probably why I'm losing followers. I don't post nothing.
Yeah, that's still my
but
shit.
I watch it it's entertaining as hell. Some of the jokes and You know, the trolling, that shit is funny as hell to me, but it's just be like, every single thing is, we consume so much bullshit every day, man, on social media.
So what do you think about, what if they like put a time limit on Instagram? I saw this girl on TikTok and she was like, social media should have.
You could time yourself with your.
Well, you could also turn that motherfucking timer off. Like, what if the internet turned off for a certain amount of times? Like at 11 o'clock p.m., the apps no longer work until 7 a.m. the next following day.
We do need some limits.
There needs to be some type of limitations because I feel like that would change.
We do need some social media limits, man. We just consume so much pointless information every day. And I think that's why we feel so entitled to opinions on people's lives so much, because it's so regular to just wake up and talk about what everybody else got going on
Right.
all day long. It's become second nature. I remember you used to be a bitch ass nigga for having an opinion about other people. For
Real
real,
shit,
you know what I'm
real
saying? You was a bitch ass nigga if you was talking about another man's business. Now it's just like,
It's regular.
now it's like set up a microphone and let's talk about it together.
you feel me? You feel me?
Welcome to the Underground Lounge podcast.
But we do a good, but we do
y'all
a
don't
good
do
job
that.
though. We
Y'all
don't
don't
talk.
do that.
We don't talk about.
Y'all don't do that.
Yeah, we very lightly ever talk about people's
Lives, their
lives.
day-to-day
Like
lives.
you can't find no puff conversations on our shit. It's not relevant to what we're trying to get across.
But when we take off, they're gonna want our perspective from stuff like that, though.
We don't necessarily have to give them what they want.
This is true.
It's true.
And it's one thing to like debrief on those type of conversations, and it's one thing to critique.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think it's important. We can segue into this. For us, I think it's important for us to stand our ground, and this is what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
If you want that shit, it's a billion podcasts
people
out there.
doing it. That's true.
Go get your
This ain't the
fix for that.
gossip ground.
Everybody don't have to be on the same thing.
That's
We
true.
doing the lounge because we want to drink, talk about life. Sometimes we might get into some comedy. Shit might get real. We might talk about some shit we know we can't put out. You know what I'm saying?
But that's shit we didn't put out.
I think about when you go to a dope ass lounge or you have a dope ass conversation with your friends and your homies sitting around, just kicking it. That's what you get when you sign it. So if that's what you coming to us for,
We ain't got it.
that ain't our brand. I think while we still in this
I may
phase of what
sneak
we
something
doing.
in from time to time. I
Me
may
too.
sneak-
But
But-
I think that's fine.
Right,
but
right.
that being a part of the brand,
Yeah, it's not. No, yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think that's healthy, huh?
Who? What?
Why she even did the show in the first place.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, Rhapsody says she chose to do our show because of our balance in conversation. I love that shit. I genuinely don't care who these people be fucking.
That's true.
I really don't care.
I be caring a little
I
tiny bit.
really
With that being
care
said,
less.
Angela Simmons broke up with Yoga now.
I didn't see that actually.
Hey, nah, but for shits and giggles
Yeah.
though, Angela Simmons is on every single show there is talking about breaking up with Yo Gotti, but I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it.
You want to
though.
get on?
No.
You sure? All right.
Yeah, shit. Actually, why not?
Why
All
not?
right. I'll
It
make
should
the
be a
phone
nice
call.
perspective.
I'll make the phone call.
I
I'm
actually
cool
been
with
told I look like her a few
I'm
times.
cool with her peoples.
You been told that? before?
Yes, a lot.
Y'all both okay? I can.
You can kinda see it a little
What?
bit.
Like,
You remind of her?
People say
Yeah.
I favor her in the face.
Which one? Vanessa or Angela?
Angela.
Okay.
What do you think?
I had a big crush on Vanessa
I don't
back in
see
the
it.
day.
You.
I had a big crush.
She
on
came
her.
out with her sister the other night. We was hanging out at Hollywood Hookah. Nigga.
I was here.
Nah, you weren't here.
It's crazy. I just said I was here a month, but it was the other day.
Oh yeah, he was. It was BT weekend.
Oh, now I was back.
Yeah, you was here. My bad. It was BT
crazy.
weekend. Yeah, my bad. No, you ain't get here till like Saturday or some shit like that. BT weekend.
Oh, I wasn't going anywhere, man.
You would have came. It was Hollywood Hookah. You fucking around with a came.
They got your jersey up there.
I only go to 3 places.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
go 3 places in LA and I go 3 places in Atlanta.
That makes sense. There's no, I mean, LA just changed drastically to me. There's not, it's just not the same vibe.
It shouldn't
But
be. We
We
getting
older
fucking
though.
old.
We
older
are
though.
older, too.
It's
It
vibes. We just
Y'all,
don't.
It's just
still
not
young
our
and
vibe.
getting it, okay?
It's not for
But you like older men though. You don't like younger guys.
Who
You.
don't like younger guys? What?
You date guys younger than you?
I've dated younger guys.
How
For
often?
sure. Not in the last year, but we're the same age.
Same age.
Yeah. So that's, but I have liked younger men. Younger men for me are just more of like, it's like a fun. I don't think I'm looking for anything serious when I'm dating somebody younger.
What's the difference you see in an older and a younger guy? Because you're saying it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're saying it's fun. So like
with me, I have a very outgoing, kind of rambunctious personality. So
you loud as shit.
I'm loud, and I've noticed with men that are older, they want me to shut the fuck up. The young nigga.
That's all I want.
they want me to shut the fuck up. The younger guys, they love my quirky personality. They love when I get to talking. They like going back and forth. I've never been told to shut up by a young nigga. By an older man.
You been told that? For
Yes.
what? Shut up.
My man has told me to shut the fuck up, and guess what? I shut the fuck up.
I like that.
Yo, I don't say shut
The
the fuck
right
up.
person. No, it caught me off guard. We were in the car, but I was also high as hell. So that's probably why I was just talking. And he literally looked over to me and he said, "Holly, shut the fuck up."
God damn.
And it was like, I've never been told that before.
I tried to tell you 2 times before that you missed the sign.
Yeah, I think
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Or
For
like,
sure.
I'm gonna tell you how you missed the signs, Holly. You was going on one
shut the fuck up.
and if he do this, just know that's the cue. If you talking and he just
Stop rubbing on your leg or
on
something.
your leg,
Like, all right.
that's
Yeah.
that means shh. And then if
And it didn't click at
you're
all.
watching something and he look at you, but he look right back at
Back
you,
into.
that's your
And
second
didn't say anything.
That's your second should. And if you keep going, he gonna go and tell you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and you know what? I took that and I learned from that situation
Yeah.
quickly.
I just told you.
I learned, but honestly, with
It's a good game right there.
that particular person, he hasn't had to say that to me ever again because now I know
Now
I
you
can
know.
just peep his body
I
language.
make them tell me, oh, I'm talking too much, ain't I? Yes, you are. Come on now. I be like, hey, come on now. Ease up on this. God damn.
Raps.
Yeah, shit.
Women like to talk though, and
Yeah.
I think you have to just find your person that will let you talk.
Hey, it's somebody for everybody.
There is somebody for
it's smart
everybody.
Yeah, them first dates be like that. They be yapping over the dinner table. I be like, what do you want to order? God damn. Order your food. Shit. I be
feel like-
sending girls menus before we even get to the restaurant
that's
just so they
smart.
can see what the fuck they gonna order when we get there.
So there's no like,
You do what?
I send them the menus of a restaurant. They never been there before. I send them the menu so they know what the fuck they gonna want when we get
that's
there.
actually so player.
Yeah, I ain't got
like
time
that.
for all this. I'm not ready. Can you come back? Oh, I know what I want. So take my order and then get hers when she come back. Shit.
Have you ever taken a woman to a restaurant and she's done something like be rude to a waiter or
Yeah.
and that like a
Turn
turn
off.
off?
To my microphone, I got you to say.
Big
Okay.
time. Big time turn off.
Yeah.
Big time. I don't like mean girls. I don't
Yeah,
like
we've
mean-
talked
Date
about
done
that.
if you rude to the service with me.
Yeah, I don't like
Date
that.
done. Do not be rude to the service. One, you not even paying. Who the fuck are you to be rude? That's number one. And I really think, I genuinely feel like it is a real character flaw to be rude to people in the service industry.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is a real character flaw to me.
Okay, do you give them some grace if the waiter or waitress is terrible?
Get what you deserve. I'm also a very fair person.
Yeah.
Get what you deserve now.
Because sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I see like, all right, I get it.
But we was talking about victim blaming, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm not getting the service I feel like is less than par, I'll look around for a second and be like, oh, okay, she got 8 tables by herself.
Okay. Yeah.
But if not,
Yeah.
hey man,
You got 2 tables. What's going on?
yeah. But I put my whole order in.
Yeah. That's what I do.
I put my whole order in. You ain't even
Appetizer,
gotta-
main meal, dessert.
Yeah, put all
How do
this
you feel
shit.
about a woman ordering for you?
No, don't order for me.
I've
I'm
done
supposed
that
to order
before.
for you.
I like ordering
I've done
for
that
my man.
before.
No, he's gonna actually have the steak and smothered with onions. No, don't look at him. Look at me. Yeah, like bitch, they ain't no need for all that.
I'm gonna go put my wallet in
Is
the
that
car.
controlling?
You gonna put your wallet in the
Order my shit if you want to. Oh, you treated that.
Are you a particular eater? Are you
Has a woman
particular
ever
eater?
treated you to dinner?
Are you a particular eater?
Yeah.
You are? All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Have you guys been treated to dinner?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, good.
It's been a while now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a
I
while.
like treating.
The most player shit to me, I told women, man, they send me a drink. That's the most player shit to me. Like in the club, send you a drink, a shot or something.
That's
Damn.
cute.
You got my draws.
Yeah.
Maybe not
My
that
draws
night. Maybe
is
the next
crazy.
night. Not that
Easy.
night
You
though. Maybe the
is
next night.
easy,
She done
man.
pulled you.
You
Yeah, it don't take
One
nothing to get
shot sent to
spanked.
the table, $20, and you giving the dick up is crazy. However, to each
The
their
next
own.
night, not the first night. The next night.
Spank.
Yeah, right, Spank.
This first motherfucking night.
48
first
hours.
hour.
Come on, y'all. 48 hours.
No man ever said, "Not tonight, baby."
No
Wait.
bullshit.
So this is what I wanted to bring up because I asked Spank, has he ever been like flown a girl out and she's done something where he didn't want to continue to have sexual intercourse with her afterwards?
He had his time
whatever.
already.
Huh?
You had your time already.
Have my what?
Your time, your good time.
All right, I'm gonna tell a story. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't fly out though. She was just happy
She was
to
already
be
in the city.
town in LA.
Okay.
So said, hey, I'm in town. What's going on? I mean, we went to Highlight Hunter girlfriend. We had a good time party. Went to the after hours. Like, what you about to do now? I said, I'm about to go home. She's like, you want to drop me off? I said, I'll drop you off. I'm about to go drop. You want to come up? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on home. Yeah.
So that car ride indicated that you didn't want to.
I don't know. I just ain't feel like it.
Oh, see,
I
that's
feel
not what
like
I'm saying. I'm talking about, have you been in a situation where you've brought a girl to your room and then you,
Ask him if he had sex with that lady already.
did you already?
No, I didn't.
No?
I didn't.
But that's my question is, have
It
you
was
been,
like 4 a.m. I'm like, yeah, I want to get my bed.
That's not the same thing I'm asking. I'm asking, have you brought a girl to your house, to your room, whatever the case is, and something that happened that night indicated, I'm not going to have sex with this woman?
If you come
Yeah, if you come into the house, then yeah, you done passed. You done got through. You
Okay,
good.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like, you know, you guys hate when I talk about sexual shit, but I'm sexual individual, so it doesn't matter.
It's
Have you
after
ever-
hours. Let's go.
Have you ever been in a situation where your significant other is not fulfilling you in that way and you tell her that you're not fulfilled in that way?
What you laughing for? Yeah, we had conversations when I was married. When I was married, me and Mike's wife, we had conversations about the sex and stuff like that.
Okay.
She was asking, what more can I do
What
and this and that.
could I do? Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you?
No, I ain't gonna say what. I ain't gonna say.
What'd you say she could do?
Nah, that's
Where did that song?
that's a thing. But if I gotta sample the dope first, I got to know. We can't be serious, so I don't know if you
If
good
you
in
don't
bed
know-
or not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we
For
can't
sure.
we can't get serious. I got to know first.
I only asked that because I've seen my homegirl, right? So she was with this guy and she had dealings with him prior a couple of times, and she said this last time that she linked with him, he was like, no, I don't want to have sex with you, but I do want to be in your presence. I want to kick it with you. And she was telling me, like, she was just annoyed. Like, why did
Pussy
you
stink.
ask? Huh?
Something must be wrong with the twist
I don't
eye.
think that was the case. I don't think that was the case because she said he still like loved on her in the night, cuddled her, you know, caressed her and all this kind of shit. But she said he was not. He just didn't want to give her
For the room,
sex.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
What? Let me
Men
know.
don't do shit like that. He either done had some pussy already, or a pussy stink.
Yeah.
Those are the only two things that's gonna stop a man.
Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on. He's taking for a mic. Oh, God.
So what I just said, he probably done had sex with somebody already. He probably done,
We
he
not
probably
judging.
done got off already.
I was trying to. Or it was like, but
Maybe
see, that's the
it-
thing.
maybe
You're
it
not
was
gonna
whack.
fly somebody out if the pussy is
All
whack.
right, that's a bit.
Maybe after the first night, you're like,
No. This particular person I'm talking about, my friend in the situation.
Get to me, Kiera.
She has
I've never
had
had
dealings
too
with
many
this
whack
person
vagina.
multiple times. And this
on
weekend,
'cause I
she
ain't gonna keep
went
fighting
and
with it.
saw him, and he stood on business and was like, I'm not fucking you this weekend. I invited you out here to chill. And she's thinking like, nigga, why did I hop on this flight if you wanted to chill? We could have went anywhere and chill, or you could have came to the city
Nah,
and
he
chill. I didn't
different.
have to hop on a flight
He
to
did.
chill.
He tried to set a new standard.
And he didn't want to have sex with her while he was there. How could it be old if he flew her out
Nah, he
to
weird.
hang out with that
He weird
that
a little
weekend?
bit.
That's weird a little bit,
something else
right?
going
He
on.
weird a
Something
little.
else,
I
yeah.
said-
Look, he
I
weird a
told
little
her-
bit, or he probably just, or he got good game and he like trying to impress her. Like, I ain't fly you out for that. He overthinking it.
I said that too. I said it might be one of those
I ain't
situations
never
where
doing that.
Yeah, that's what I said. He
Flying
overthinking.
you out and don't want nothing? Nah, I ain't doing that.
I thought it was kind of crazy, but I also
Yeah.
put in perspective. I said maybe he was just trying to stand his ground and prove something to himself, like he could be around you without
Is that
having a sexual
Have you ever flown somewhere and
Yes.
not?
Yes.
Y'all ain't gonna let me finish.
Oh. Okay.
Have
Cross the
y'all-
legs and that.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been flown out and not gave it up, but on the sense of because he didn't want to like that? Like if he's saying, "Oh, I'm cool," you will push the issue, or you just be like, "Okay."
I'm gonna push the issue. I'm gonna push it to as far as I can, but then again, I have to think about if the roles were reversed, it would be predatory. If I, you know what I mean? If a man was like, "Come on, give me that pussy, girl," like you'd be turned off. But if I'm saying it, is it still? Does it still have that negative connotation?
Hey, yo, give me that pussy, girl. It's hilarious.
I'm just
After hours,
saying.
baby. Come on now.
But like, if a guy flew me out and he told me he didn't want to have sex with me, I think I would be annoyed, and I would definitely push the issue to the extent where he might want to send me home.
I ain't flew nobody out so long.
Do y'all talk about
Just
that though
thinking.
before the fly out?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we gotta be doing some serious flirting for me to
Want to book a flight.
want to book
Yeah,
a flight.
yeah.
Flights
Like,
are
we
not
gotta-
fucking cheap. Them motherfuckers is
It almost
expensive.
got to be on the itinerary.
But now that's considered sex trafficking
Nah,
anyway.
we ain't
so
gonna work that one.
No,
We ain't
no.
gonna work that one.
by law.
That's cool. Then we all going to jail. We all going to chain gang. Yeah, by technical terms, whatever.
I'm doing life. International.
Ah, stupid.
God damn. Shit.
Yeah, I was just wondering that because I had this conversation with my
I've been on
homegirl.
5 world tours.
You
No
ain't
bullshit.
lying. You've been out the country a few times, too. Yeah, I think that's a conversation that you have to have with somebody because you don't want to set an expectation and then not fulfill that expectation
right.
and then now have this.
And we are not saying if I fly you out, we gotta have sex. We're not saying that. What I'm saying is we gotta at least talk about sex before I fly you out. That's what we're saying. You know,
No.
No.
Come on now.
But does that always mean that? Does me hopping on a flight mean that I have to give my coochie up? Because now this is what annoys me about. Because there was this girl on Instagram saying like, oh, don't be those girls that get on a flight and then don't give the coochie up. Now you're making me seem like my coochie is worth the price of a flight, and I can't relate
it's not
to
just
that.
the price of the flight. You with me? I think she said that too in the video.
To pay for your own flight.
Yeah, I think she said that.
But my thing is, if
I
someone's making the
I don't all the way
gesture,
agree with that.
What?
I think the flying out thing is very personal to everybody.
right?
Yeah.
Everyone has their different.
Everybody got their own things. Now I ain't flew nobody nowhere in a very long time.
Yeah.
But I'm also the type of person if I book your flight and you coming to me, we almost the damn near third base by now.
Right.
Right.
That's
or you
just-
probably more than likely have already crossed that path with her if you're gonna book a flight.
That hasn't been my experience when I was in the game.
Oh, okay.
When I was in the game, I was taking chances.
Yeah, it's been a couple where
I fly you out. I ain't
first
gotta
flight
know
we
too
didn't
much
do
about
anything,
you.
but I flew out again and then you know what I'm
The
saying?
second time it was
that
like,
happened
yeah,
before.
score.
That happened before.
Yeah, very rarely. I've had a
Yeah.
few of those.
What do you think
I'm
about
holding
women?
out. I don't want them to think I'm easy.
What do you think about women flying men out?
But see, this my thing
Nigga,
about flying. This my
when?
thing about flying out though.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I think it's very personal to you, right?
Your experience, yeah.
I don't live in reality.
We know.
I don't live in reality.
None
so
of us
like,
do, clearly.
yeah. So
Because when we talk about flying out, niggas in the comments like, I ain't buying no bitch's flight. We know.
that's not
This
your,
nigga,
yeah.
this nigga said he ain't buying Southwest flights. Shit, I'm buying Southwest.
I'm not putting no.
Well,
I'm not
you know
putting
what?
no woman on
Southwest
Southwest.
is stupid now because
No, I just think
Southwest
it's
charges for bags.
Hey man, I just think that's a representation of you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to set a tone for your trip. If you want a woman to come fly out to you and you put her on that Southwest, she gonna get off that motherfucker with an
might give you
attitude.
Southwest.
What if
You
she
know what I'm
live,
saying?
what if she live in the valley? You put her in the Burbank joint, Southwest right there, Burbank, straight flight to Vegas.
That can be discussed.
That's
If
discussed,
we on
for
if we
sure.
on the same page.
I'm not picky about my flight.
Nah,
I'm not like
it's-
you. I'm not
If we
picky.
on the same page, and listen, if we both agreeing, I want you to get to me.
Yeah.
By any means necessary, I need you to get to me. Hey, look, Southwest got a flight at 7:30. That's the only joint. I get on that. Okay, cool. But that's different than you courting
Group
a
A.
woman and y'all talking it. You finding the cheapest way to get her out there.
Breeze Airlines.
Yeah.
No, first
I can't kick it like that.
First I go nonstop. Nigga said standby.
Standby is crazy. Standby for some dick is crazy.
I go
Crazy.
to nonstop first. I go for, I ain't gonna lie, I will go for the cheapest flight, but then I will look and see what the first class prices is.
Okay.
I go to a cheaper first
Hold
class
on.
flight.
I've done this.
I'll
I've
do
done
that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with
saving your
being-
money. It's your money.
yeah, being financially responsible.
Right.
Okay,
I
what
ain't
if-
just saying blow a bag, but me personally, I'm gonna make sure you comfortable. That's
Right.
that's my style.
You fly everybody out first class?
I try to.
Okay, I have a question, Lou. I have a
I
question.
try to. What?
I have a question.
No, I try to, but because again, I think that's a representation of how your trip gonna go.
Right.
So, what if you flew her or you got her a first class flight, then you found out she downgraded to economy and you took the money?
I ain't tripping on none of that.
I've actually sent the girl
I ain't tripping on none of
first
that.
class money flight. She sent me the ticket, what it was. I think it was like 7 something for the first class one way, right? And then
You sent the cash.
I think she texted me or something. She texted me something, but it had the flight in it by accident. Then she deleted it later, but it said economy. I said,
Yeah,
"You
I've done
stinking
that.
bitch."
I'm not gonna lie to you.
stinking
Me,
bitch.
That's
me
kind of wild.
personally,
That's kind of wild.
that's kind of wild. But let me tell you why. I'm 5'2". I don't. If it's not a lay flat, there's no point in me sitting in first class. That's just my opinion. It doesn't. There's not that much more of space in a first class flight to Texas in comparison
Yeah.
flying from LA to Miami where you would get a lay flat. Now that I'll
listen.
take, but a little 2-hour flight, I don't need a first
But
class
Holly,
flight
I
to a
would,
2-hour flight.
I would love a woman that be like, bruh, like,
that. Yeah, I've had that.
Just
I'm
say
not
it.
picky.
Like, say that.
You can send me a regular
It's
Uber,
not
matter
a
of fact.
problem. It's not a problem if we on the same page.
Hey, I sent the chick, he said regular Uber. I did an XL and a
It was a van?
minivan pulled up. She texted me while she was in the car. Hey, black car next time, okay? You ain't got
I'm not picky about that. Listen, we had this conversation, my homegirl.
something wrong with you.
No.
You booking Southwest?
Hey, sometimes you get lucky and get an SUV when you do XL.
Sometimes you
know
do.
what I'm saying?
I've been in situations where
Nah, don't do pool.
if a guy's trying to be impressive, right, and he sends a truck to take me to the thing, I don't
Yeah.
need a truck to go back home. No one's seen me get out the fucking truck to go back home.
Right.
You can send me a regular Uber.
That makes sense. I get that.
I really am. I try to make a man's life so much easier. I've ordered my own Ubers to outings with men that I've liked and stuff like that. My whole
I
thing
like
is
that.
I don't want a man to think
Nigga,
that.
why is Mike Kaiser calling me right now, man?
I don't know my answer.
I'm about to. That's why I said his name. Kaiser. I'm over here filming my podcast, man.
Burger. Come on, Burger. I need you in front of the cameras now. I need you.
All right, where we cut off at?
Who knows,
Where we
honestly.
cut off at? You remember?
Flight?
Flew out. Oh, you
Flew
saying?
out. Trued out.
Would you let a woman fly you out? You asked
Yes. Would you let a woman fly you out? Okay. I asked this because I was trying to.
They don't exist.
I was trying to get my nigga to come here, and I was like, I'm just gonna book your flight because men are very last minute when it comes to flights. Y'all will book.
I ain't even booked my
the
flight
day
yet
of.
for New York yet.
Exactly my point.
I'll
They'll
probably do it
say,
tonight.
"Oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of it." And then you book it the day of, the flight's $1,900. Women, we'll book it in advance. So would you let a woman book your flight to a city where she's at, where
Yeah,
she
I
wants
would.
to see you?
Yeah, but they don't exist.
Yeah, I would. but
They
yeah.
do
I
exist.
never-
I'm right here. I'm alive in the flesh.
Yeah, but that's somebody you're in a relationship with. You know
Yeah, you're right.
what I'm saying? Of course, that'll
And you
happen.
know you're gonna get that money back anyways. I ain't worried. I ain't never spent $1. Now I got it back. Now are you the type?
I've had that.
Spirit is crazy.
I had that girl say, yeah, you can fly me out, just don't fly me on Spirit. I had that before. I was like, dang, you think I'll put you on that?
And you would.
I'll put you on Southwest. I ain't gonna put you on Spirit.
What's wrong with Spirit?
That's not equivalent. That's false. I flew Spirit before, so that's false. It's not equivalent.
What's wrong with
Southwest is
Spirit
way better.
flights?
Huh? What do you mean? It's a nice plane. Spirit
Southwest
planes is dirty as hell.
Spirit
Southwest
planes have
planes.
never crashed.
Have never crashed.
They've never had an accident.
Southwest has?
Everybody has except Spirit.
First
For real?
four is crazy. I
Everybody
only
says
flown
Spirit.
Spirit once, and it was to Vegas. So
Yeah,
I want to
flew
know.
Spirit. I had
what
to
Spirit
do a
is talking
show in Boston, but I was in Texas. and that was the only flight that was gonna get me there in time to do the show. I said, "Fuck." I did that shit, but never again.
Never again?
Never again.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's just the negative thing that
No,
comes
that plane
with
was
flying
dirty as
Spirit.
shit. The seats and everything. It was
Really?
trash.
I've never been
It
on
was
a
trash.
Southwest flight
is
and
what it
thought
is.
it was clean. So that I don't like Southwest flights because there's no fucking TVs on them flights.
Yeah, there's no
And
TVs.
now they're
Wi-Fi
charging
only
you for your
$5.
seats.
Wi-Fi only $5.
You getting $5 worth of Wi-Fi too.
No, Wi-Fi's good on
exactly.
that. Wi-Fi good on that.
My
It's clear.
thing is, I don't like the fact
So
that
which one is it, Spank? You going back or not? Look,
What?
you said you ain't want to do it again, but now you fighting for
No,
Spirit.
I'm talking about Southwest. I ain't
Oh, you
talking
talking
about
about
Spirit. Yeah, I'm
Southwest.
talking about Southwest.
Southwest, you don't have the choice
I ain't
of
never did Southwest either.
being
If you
able
got
to pick your
T-Mobile, it's
seat.
free on Delta. If you got
And
T-Mobile.
on American and on JetBlue.
What?
On T-Mobile. If you have
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile, you
Oh.
get free Wi-Fi on all your flights.
I only really fly American and Delta though.
Yeah.
I like Delta. I like JetBlue. American just has the most flights.
United. Sometimes I fly United.
I'm straight Delta. I'm from
Yeah,
Atlanta though.
hub.
We
Yeah,
a hub,
Atlanta. That's
yeah.
your hub.
Get that bucket, Spank. Let's see what we got.
Go with the questions. Holly asked me some more shit back.
What was I asking you back there? Your body count.
Just
kidding.
Yeah, and I asked no goddamn body count.
Body count is crazy. You want to tell your body count?
This is a good one right here.
It's a low number. It's not bad.
I'm at like 7 to 8, I think.
7.
7 to 8.
You talking
Bodies?
about what?
I got my ex-wife, my baby mama, my high school sweetheart. Had a summer fling. Yeah, I got like 7. I got like 7. Yeah, with that being said, what was your best summer fling sex partner you've had for a summer?
Ooh. Let me
For a
think.
summer.
Summer 2016. Boy, oh boy. It's a time then.
Man, I had a few summer flings. Good
Yeah.
ones too, like that almost turned into relationships.
Okay, so you know how like they say
famous
cuffing
as fuck
season
now.
is during
They
the winter
famous?
time.
Both
What's
of
summer
them.
called? What is our summer fling called? Is it just a fling or?
Just a fling, somebody that you knock off, but ain't no, you know.
Okay. Do you think that causes confusion in women's lives?
Y'all part of
Being a
it.
fling.
What you talking about?
Yes, because you can be honest with a woman saying you're not ready for a relationship and all that, but a woman be like, nah, I'm gonna change his mind.
Holly, you a shit starter, man.
And then when you bring it back, like, yo, but I said, yeah, whatever, nigga.
No, I get that. I think men that are honest, that say that they don't want a relationship, confuse women because then they do everything that is within a relationship. So you don't want a relationship because you want the liberty to be able to move and deal with other women's in the way that you want to deal with them without having the repercussions of how that could affect the woman that
Just
you're
because he's a
having
nice
fling
guy,
with.
he's doing everything. He's just a nice guy. He's doing everything.
That is a nice guy, but I think that there should be some type of, line or barrier that you don't cross. So if I'm
Like
having
what?
a summer fling, I'm only fucking you with a condom. I'm not gonna use no condom with you.
Boo.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be summer flinging my coochie and summer flinging her coochie, summer flinging in her coochie, and no, that's not how we finna run that down. Having a fling could eventually, like you said, sometimes turn into something
I
more.
stopped sleeping with a chick and she's like, you gotta start wearing a condom. I said, it's over.
See, that is crazy to me.
Just said that. I said
That
it's
is
over.
crazy.
I said
Spank,
it's
that's
over.
fucking crazy.
What?
I can count on my hands how many men I've had raw dealings with.
Oh, word?
For sure.
That's what's up.
I
All
don't
7 to 8 that I had in my lifetime been raw.
7 or 8, Spank? I know 7
7
or
or
8.
8. 7 or 8. 7 or 8.
78, exactly. He trying to, y'all crazy.
It's a vibe check for me. It's a vibe
It's a
check.
vibe check.
So can your fling turn into something more, or you already automatically?
Yeah.
Yeah, fling can
A
turn
fling can
into
turn into
something.
something more, for sure.
And what does that? How does that change? Like,
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good
yeah.
energy.
You don't change.
Just gotta make me feel good. If you easy to be around, we probably can stumble into a relationship.
I think that's how all my relationships
You know
have started.
what I like too? I like when a girl know a little something about sports. Just a little something.
Okay.
She can watch a game.
I'm the complete
Yeah,
opposite.
he don't like that though.
I hate that shit.
She can watch a game with me, I'm good.
I hate that shit.
You don't like that either?
Nah,
You don't
it's
want her
too-
calling you about, yo, can you help me with my parlay?
No, because it's too personal for me.
For you, yeah, I get it.
It's too personal. I'm gonna know everybody you talking about personally.
Right.
So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit.
I be seeing on Twitter a lot. Chicks be talking about players. Halliburton ain't shit. I'm like, damn, that's from a woman. What the fuck is going on? Damn.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm talking about the women that like sports based on them knowing the players.
The player, yeah.
So
Not
me.
you liking sports
Yeah,
based
right.
on you
Just kidding.
being a fan of sports.
Right. Used to date the
You
friend
be
or
a
something
fan
like
of
that.
you be the fan of people.
Of the people. But is that a problem, really?
To me.
To you. Okay. That's because of the
To
profession
a lot
that
of
you
us
did.
because we be swapping y'all out anyway.
Who's y'all?
Women.
Oh, okay. Thought she was including me in that.
If you want to get out of that, y'all.
So it's
me out
you know,
and
it's,
shit,
you know.
Holly, do you think it's a problem if you dating a guy and he's starting to take you serious and he don't ask you your body count, but if he asks you, if he's like in the industry, if he asks you,
Have I
have
dealt
you
with-
ever dealt with somebody in the industry? What you
I
talking?
think that's a conversation you have because I would never want to put a man in a position where he's shaking hands with a nigga that I've had dealings with.
Right.
I think I'm really open
It's
when it comes
almost
to that.
inevitable in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Not necessarily because I don't date in LA.
It ain't
So
nothing untapped out here.
me, I can say that very, very few men can say that they have had dealings with me in LA. Now in other cities.
But I'm sure two of them know.
kidding.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure two of them know each other though.
Yeah.
That's just how this
But
town.
we
that's how
also
the
live
town
in a
wired.
dating scene where
That's
everybody
where it's wired.
mixes
Yeah.
and mingles within the same dating scene. That's why, like I said, I don't like dating in LA because I don't want to have no one coming up to me and saying, oh, you know, he used to deal with her and her and her and her, and oh, she used to deal with him. You know what I mean? It's just too mixy
Right.
for me.
Nothing worse than been out with a shorty. Your man, yo, what you doing? Hey, with a shorty. Where you at? I'm with a shorty too. Let's link up.
And then shorties on
You
each
used
other?
to date shorty, or he used to date your shit. Like, God damn, dog.
But do men discuss that?
Come on, man. Don't bring that up, man. Don't bring
Do
that
men
up. Come on.
discuss that? Like your flings? Do you say, oh, that was my
Nah,
fling,
it's
or do
different
you
ones.
only?
It's different ones. If we see that you really feeling that, we gotta go and give you the report card.
Okay.
Just so you can know. Not
Yeah.
on no hating shit,
Yeah.
but just so you can love her to death, bro. But
You had
boy,
some
oh
dealings.
boy, they used to call her jawbone.
You
I
can't
jump
say
off?
it like that, though.
I jump off is
Say it
crazy.
like that. Yeah.
Hey, nah. You got you a good one,
Hey,
boy.
did I tell this story before?
What?
Hey, man. Hey, I can't say the names, though. I can't say the celebrity names. Nigga, I flew out here. This is before I was living out here. I flew out here to come hang out or whatever, right? On a flight, I meet a chick. She in first class, too. I'm looking at her. She's fine. We flirting with each other. So somehow she ended up switching seats with the guy that was next to me. So I was like, oh, this
Finesse
on.
her.
That's going down. Here
Yeah.
we go. So we talking the whole flight. We go kick it later on, this and that. Land. This one I knew. I was like, all right, she doing all right for herself because I think I rented some Buick Regal or some bullshit. This bitch had a motherfucking Mustang. I said, well, this bitch balling. God damn.
Or her nickel was.
So I went to my guy's spot. We chilling or whatever. Say, yo, what we doing tonight? We gonna go over here. You know what I'm saying? Man, having a little party at this crib. We gonna chill over there. Then we gonna go out. Sorry, bet. We go to the celebrity crib or whatever. So my man go, yeah, she with you, huh? I'm like, yeah, man, I messed around with that. All right, it's all good. It's all good. I don't care about it. So then the celebrity nigga that was in the crib say, yo, Spank, that's you? I'm like, yeah, I messed around with that. I said,
Ooh.
God damn. Then another nigga, I ain't even know this nigga. So it was 3 people at the party. I said, well, it means
So you
I'm
cut ties with her?
No,
Oh,
no.
that didn't
Hey.
see.
I
That
was the
didn't steer,
4th nigga she cut in that goddamn.
Hey, you know what else
that didn't
happened
steer you
out
away at
there?
all. Okay, I like that. I love
Nah.
that actually.
Nah.
I love that.
You
Now,
know
we
what
ain't
else-
getting to
you
no
know what
relationship
else
or nothing like
happened?
that, though.
You can see something out there and be excited about it, and you can tell the homie, and then they don't tell you. They know what's going on with her.
What do you mean?
Like one time I was in Vegas, I'm gambling.
Hey, come on, man. This nigga here, man. Yo, come on, man.
Tell us. Tell us.
I'm going to the bathroom, man.
No.
My man
He don't
wildin',
want
bro.
it. Now he embarrassed. Come
My
on, tell
man
us.
wildin', bro.
Tell us.
Hey, Vic, come get your mans, bro. Come get your mans, bro.
So we in Vegas this one time, right? I'm gambling. I'm feeling good. Up walks to the table. Some fine shit. I done had a crush on this for since early. It don't matter.
Yeah. I love when y'all set a tone though.
Walks up to the table, starts gambling. I jump in my mode. head first. Peer pressure. I'm just talking like ordering the drinks and the whole thing. I'm making sure this table is a
It's a
vibe.
vibe, right.
You ain't going nowhere. We gambling right here tonight, all night. I'm starting to get a little motion with it, you know. It's vibing with me. It's hitting back, you know. I get a little too excited. I call the homie.
What homie? This homie?
This homie. I get a little excited. I call the homie. Hey, remember that piece I kept telling you about?
Fine shit here.
Got that in a Christmas bag. You hear me? Oh yeah. Don't say nothing to me. Let me kick it. I'm on a high, chest out. She give me a number. What you doing later? It's Vegas. You know, Vegas gonna be up. What you doing later? I don't know. That's what I was hoping. It didn't quite go like that, but that's what I was hoping. What you doing later? I don't know. What you getting into? That's the question you want to hear. Bing. Shit, when I'm done with this, I probably hit the you know, the won't do one. I might go over here, this and that. Okay, cool. Well, just hit me. I called my homie back. Yeah, you doing something tonight? I'm gonna come get with you. I got to. All right, cool. Didn't say nothing to me again. Still.
Okay.
Still ain't told me nothing.
But when I did say something, it was some real shit. We was in the car heading to the spot. I'm here like heading to the spot.
Heading to the spot.
While she was on the way to the same spot?
I'm gonna let him take it from here.
So somebody else flew it out. You know what I'm saying? I seen the whole interaction. I'm looking at it. All right, my guy over there. Let him go ahead. I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna stay away. Get the number and go from there. I'm gonna stay away. So then he goes, yo, let's link. Yo, you might as well ride with me. I'm like, all right, come on. I get in the car with him. Luckily, I got in the car with him. So he's like, yo, I'm trying to think. Should I fly something out or should I let this thing when I'm talking to cook? I was like, yeah, go ahead and fly that out, bro.
So you let him know that
I let him know that right there when he's in the car.
that one of your friends flew her out, and that's the reason why. Where was he at when she was gambling, though?
He was gambling too.
Oh, she just. I like her. I like how she moves. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go to the next rich nigga table and keep it pimping. Cause what? However.
So this nigga goes, nah, I'ma say something. I say, bro, you already got the number. Chill. Just do it the next time. It ain't
But
gotta
was
be
that
this
his
time.
work? Was that his woman, or was that a girl that he just flew
Just
out?
a girl
Those are
he
two
flew
different.
out.
Then that's free fucking game.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but I got the type of relationship with Spank.
Where you want to know?
I should have
I'm
said
finna-
something from day one.
You
I
should have
should've.
said something.
But
And
I look
since
at
you
it
ain't
as-
say something, nigga, I'm saying so everybody gonna know now. Since you wanna play, everybody is gonna know.
This is his bitch, not ours. This bitch was on him. If anybody wanted to know, don't touch this one.
Yeah, everybody gonna keep me in the fucking dark. All right, well, let me turn the lights on then. Well, what the fuck is going
But I
on?
looked at it as was getting the number so you can link up with her another time. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
That's respectable.
Because if I'd have told him from the beginning, he wouldn't have did none of that.
I don't like volunteer information though.
I don't have time for this shit.
But was it like, was the other person like too close in your proximity where you would run into him and stuff like that? Is it like that type of relationship?
Nah, we ain't close like that. But like
Oh,
it was
so-
just it's just enough to like
Where
he was supposed to fucking tell me.
got it.
He wanted
I
to
get
know
that.
earlier. He
I
wanted
get
to
it.
know
I get that.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
that. I for sure.
Yeah.
Then that's a respectable
Not with that
thing.
type of shit.
But if I'd have been like, no, don't fly it out. Work on it. Keep with the chick. That'd have been terrible, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
you should have told me the first conversation.
No, I should've.
Hey, leave that alone, player.
I should have.
Well,
I know now.
We got all that out the bucket.
no, that was
No,
off
no.
of here. The
was
other
something on
question
here.
was, do you travel with someone that you're just sleeping with?
What you mean?
Like if you only have like a sexual relationship with them, would you go out?
Yeah, if it's
out
a
of-
good sexual relationship, we can fly all over this motherfucker. Where you want to go?
I like that.
Yeah.
You think so? I
Well,
could
what
see
happened?
that sometimes.
Hold on. Hold on.
2 weeks.
That's a long time. I think my fly out.
She don't want to be on camera, probably. She probably won't be on camera. Oh, she already on camera?
What's the chance of him watching? He tuned in every fucking
Honestly,
Wednesday.
I hope he watches because we didn't speak after the trip. But this is somebody I was just fucking. Can you hear me? Okay. This is a good story. All right, 2 weeks. It was my birthday trip. I was actually trying to go with somebody else, but they couldn't go for the length of time that I wanted to go.
Okay.
I had told him about it on some, we're chilling late night, whatever. He was like, oh shit, I've always wanted to go there, whatever. He starts planning the trip, sending me shit. So I was like, oh, he's a planner. I'm not. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. Let's go. Go on the trip. 2 weeks. How many times do you think we had sex on that trip?
For 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Shit, at least 10 days, 10
15
times?
days of sex? I don't know.
We fucked 3 times on the trip. That's how bad the trip was.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah, he wasn't very well traveled. So he was like,
He was a great planner.
he was a great planner. He was a great planner. He was picking shit, picking restaurants, whatever. So like he was cool in that respect. But don't travel with Scorpios. They're very moody.
God damn.
They're very moody.
Well, they about to kick you out the seat now.
They're very moody.
Clink, clink, clink.
They're moody. They're temperamental. And there was a big like, not even a language barrier. It's not even a language barrier because they speak English, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we went to South Africa and we went to Mauritius. Anybody know who Mauritius is?
That's
okay,
beautiful.
See,
I'm aware.
Okay, well traveled. So
Sorry.
I don't think I've been there.
there was a
Mauritius?
lot of accents happening. He's from Houston. He got an accent. So there was a lot of, I guess, language barrier, if you will, but not really.
Right.
And he was just like he would call his mom for everything, like to calm him down and shit like that. That wasn't my man. That was a guy I was just fucking with.
Yeah.
Calling his
It's
mama
crazy.
for everything.
Tough.
So he was just tripping, and I was so turned off by him. Also, just to note, this was my 30th birthday trip, right? On my birthday, his cousin died.
Oh.
Damn.
Very sad, right? I am an Aquarius. I love my birthday. My birthday is everything. So RIP, but like we gotta keep it going.
gotta-
We gotta
Yeah.
keep shit pushing, baby.
We gotta keep it
Take that
pushing.
sad
Like
shit somewhere
so
else.
on my
And
actual
he been
birthday.
knew this though, right?
Of
Before
course he knew it was my
so-
birthday.
okay.
So then on the day of my birthday, like he was like kind of like in a mood or whatever. And then I was like, well, I'm going to the beach. He was like, okay. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I went to the beach. I had a time by myself. I went to my birthday dinner by myself. Like he was just kind of tripping. That was before the cousin died. He was just tripping. And it was like a hurricane over there. It was the whole thing. Anyways, yeah, he was just moody and annoying and whatever. Even on my birthday, I was like, damn, you couldn't even pay for my meal on my birthday. Like,
Yeah,
he was
that's
just kind of
whack.
a dick, and we were not getting along. The last 4 days of the trip, not that long. I can't even tell you because I don't remember.
That's
Yeah.
a
I don't
long
remember.
time.
I don't remember,
That's
but
tough.
we were just fucking. Like, literally, I saw him in the daytime probably not once. So that was a big mistake on
okay,
my
okay.
part. We were cool. He was like...
You could
but-
kick it with him, but
in the
traveling
night-
is different.
Traveling is very different.
Very, very different.
So the last 4 days we kind of stopped speaking, and we were already in Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And every day, and I knew he was the type of guy that like, he's gonna be not too scared to leave the room, but he's not gonna really leave the room without me. So I would wake up in the morning, get ready, and just leave. And he would be by himself
him
doing
stuck
his
in
own
the-
thing. Yeah, like what we kind of had separate trips. But I remember there was a point where his card stopped working.
Ooh.
Like, and I would then it's like we had to communicate because he would be like, yo, he would tell me the money right there.
Right,
But I
right.
had to pay for things.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, I was just like, oh my God, that 28-hour flight.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to kill him.
Was
The
y'all
second
sitting-
we
was y'all
land,
sitting next to you on the flight home?
he did it. He was like all over me. And I'm like,
He thinking
I'm like,
he
we're
can
not
come
cool.
from that.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what you think this is. So right when we landed, boom, separate, right? He left his camera in my car or something. No, here's what happened. I parked at my old job. And then I was like, okay, I got something to do, like, after we land, like, go Uber home. He's like, oh, can you drop me off? And I was like, fine, whatever. He left his camera in my car. Boom. This is back in the day when you could send an Uber, but they wouldn't take stuff. They would
Right.
only take people. So he's like, a couple days later, he realized it. He was like, hey, I left my camera in your car. Like, I'm sending an Uber. He sends an Uber. The Uber's like, I don't take stuff. So now he had to come in the Uber and come get his shit. And I just gave him the camera, never spoke to him again. Wait, there's a part 2 to this. So now, boom, this was 2019. Didn't talk to him ever again, whatever. 2020, I get a funny call, right? This was peak pandemic, April. Everybody's scared we think we're gonna die,
He was
right?
lonely.
Yeah. I don't get a call from him though. I get a call from a bitch. And he's like, hey, this is XYZ's cousin. Like, you know, he's missing. We're looking for him. I'm like, sorry to that man. Like, I don't know anything about him. Like, do you know where he's living right now? Blah, blah, blah. I go, the last I know, he lived in whatever. Do you know his apartment number? No. I was like, she was like, oh, I heard, you know, they told me that you're his travel partner and you guys went on a group trip. And I said, oh, I already know what this is. And I said, no, it wasn't a group trip. I was like, it was just me and him. And to respectfully, like, we didn't speak again. And she was like, oh, like asking all these questions, prying. I said, listen, if you're his bitch and you want to know, like, just ask me questions. I'm open. She banged it on me.
Damn.
So I was like, he probably had a bitch. But how do you get away with going on a 2-week trip and not?
Well, men can do a lot of things.
It happens.
Men can do a lot
It
of things. I've seen it. But I've been in that situation too.
I ain't gonna sit in the same hotel room with you. I'm gonna go to the lobby and I'm gonna make the phone call.
But he didn't even do all of that. That's what's so funny to me is like
you was gone during the day, so he could have been doing anything.
Well, those days, yes, that was the last 4 days. But like for the most part, he was like, if I didn't go somewhere, he wasn't gonna go. Like he wasn't gonna do shit alone.
Right.
And honestly, like in Johannesburg is not super safe. So we were kind of like attached at the hip. So I'm like, damn, you was moving like that. I don't even care. Well, I would have cared because I'm like, damn, you have a girl, like you're tripping.
Yeah.
But like,
Right. Damn.
how did you hide that for 2 weeks? But anyways, that was the part 2.
So no to traveling with men
Do
that you're
not
just
travel.
fucking. I
And
get
it's
that.
happened on other trips where I travel with people and then I realized who they are traveling because I was dating somebody that lived in another state and I would travel with him. He didn't wake up until noon. So he expected me to sit in the room and wait for him to eat. He would trip when I would go eat. I'm like, I'm an early bird, so I'm gonna wake up and go eat breakfast. He would be tripping like, oh, you left the room without me. Oh, you did that. One time we had a trip to Chicago. I disappeared till 4 a.m. My phone died. I met another guy. I was on a boat. I was like, I'm not worried about you. And yeah, anyways.
And then that's how the cookie
I've done it
crumbles,
multiple
baby.
times. I'm here to I did it so nobody else has to.
Thank you.
Don't do it.
I wouldn't want to travel with somebody that I'm just fucking either. I want to be traveling with somebody that I'm not.
I've had worse trips with
That
men,
can have
honestly. Like,
good intellectual conversations
So when y'all
with.
say just fucking, hold on, help me
Because
out
the way
here.
she put it is she said she barely saw the nigga during the day. So
Yeah.
that's one of them late night, hey boo, what you
Right.
doing?
it was
Let's get
it was
cracking.
literally just that. Like we were just fucking, but we would like I'm a talker,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
So we
So you-
chopping it up, and I was like, oh, he's cool, he's chill,
Right,
like
okay.
he's laid back. No, he wasn't. He was not. Absolutely
Oh,
not
oh,
laid back.
it was so
Scorpio
late
men
he
are
was
different
tired.
though. Scorpio
When
men
he
are
started,
different.
there was one time where we was going to Cape Town, and we were both at the counter separately because I was already done with him, and I was like mad. I was just done. And he was at the counter arguing with somebody. I was at the counter checking in. I'm very respectful to everybody. Like, there's no reason like, oh, I don't understand. Just repeat it, whatever. He's tripping. He's like, come here, help me with it. I walk right to the bathroom. I said, nope.
You're not about to put me in that
This
mess.
is not my ministry. I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with the angry, whatever is going on. And then he called his mom in the line at TSA and was like, you got to calm me down. Like, I'm tripping. And I was like,
Oh, you
How-
actually you dodged a bullet with that
How
one, to
old
be
are you?
honest.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't want no man calling. And if I'm, well, in your case, it was different because you guys weren't, he wasn't your significant
No.
other. But
There was
I don't
nothing
want no man
significant.
calling his mama while you're in the presence of me. What the fuck can your mama do that Google can't? Like, I
And
just
I'm
don't
right next to
I
you.
don't
I'm
know if
like-
I can share this, but this is a funny story.
I'm just like, what are you tripping up? We're in South Africa. It was so beautiful. I remember we were arguing so bad. We weren't even arguing. It was just like, I literally seen everything I needed to see. I stopped talking. And there was one point where we're in Constantia, I think it's called. And that's like wine country.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Like the views. I kept taking pictures and I was like mad at my phone. I was like, it's not capturing how beautiful it is here. Amazing place. How you could be angry in this place, you're fucking psycho.
how you
right?
angry on vacation?
How you
period.
angry in exactly
on vacation? Period. I don't
so
do that angry
we're
shit.
on the wine train, right? And it's like a hop on, hop off type of situation, right? So I was like, we were sitting in different seats and everything, like far from each other. I would like hop off, he would follow me to the winery. And then I would try to like quickly get out and he could follow me. And I was like, bro, go do some shit alone. Like, go be alone with your angry
you
thoughts.
already had a disliking for him early on into the trip. So.
Yeah, after like day like 5, 6, I was like, I could chill. Like but there wasn't enough liquor. I was like, I gotta go. Sorry, I took the spot. Okay, story's over. Story's done.
Oh, you talking about what? No, I was gonna talk about
Okay, but somebody died like literally.
Sound like you a tough traveler.
No. His cousin died on my birthday, so that was like almost the end of the trip when he died. So he was tripping from before that. We fucked like the first 2 days, and then after that, it was like weird and awkward. And then I started seeing some little mood swings and things, and I was like,
Scorpios are moody. What is he? November or October?
I think November.
Oh no, I'm gonna talk about Scorpio. I love Scorpios though. I love them.
I'm pretty sure because November is worse, so I think it was November.
Probably. Yeah,
Are you
November
November?
Scorpios
'Cause
are
you walking
worse.
away like you are.
He's an October Scorpio.
Oh,
He a little
you
bit
worse.
more calm.
damn.
October Scorpios are hoes, but anyways.
You a hoe, bro? You a hoe,
It's
bro?
okay.
Shit.
It's okay.
He
Own
done
that
had a whole
shit.
moment.
I hear you. I'm out the game.
had
I'm
my
not
day.
traveling with nobody I don't know, but yeah.
What you know about Aries?
Y'all live double lives. All of the Aries I know live double lives.
Well, I was when I was married.
Okay,
I had
you
a double
see?
life when I was married.
But
I had
maybe
double
you're a
life.
Men are different.
You might be a
women
healed
I don't
Aries
think I
now.
live a double life.
Yeah. Oh, you're an Aries.
I'm
too?
an Aries, and I'm a true Aries. Like everything that they have to say about Aries is me.
I don't think I'm everything they say about Aries though.
I think you are.
How?
I've never heard Aries men living double lives. I've never heard that.
Every Aries
But
man I met.
a lot of Aries men y'all are lovers.
Yes.
Like love is, I think, a significant thing that Aries men.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
married
two
before.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's a lot of love to give. Yeah. You got a
said
lot
what?
of, two girlfriends, a lot of love to give.
Yeah, I had a wife and a girlfriend.
Okay. You see what I'm saying?
That scares
Okay,
me.
my bad. This is not my podcast.
yeah, I had a wife and a
You
girlfriend.
love to walk around. Don't
He's
mind
eating
him.
chicken. It's okay. It's fine.
So,
Let me guess, the only perfect sign is y'all sign?
No.
Aquarius, of course. The best
I
sign.
don't think I'm perfect, but my thing with Scorpios is that I feel like they're my kryptonite. I've always
Have you been
fallen
to
for them.
therapy?
Have I? Yes,
Oh,
but
okay.
I went to therapy for another thing, not because of my relationship.
Not 'cause of Scorpios?
No, not because of Scorpios.
So what do they say about Aquarius?
We are the sign that gets along with everybody. We're air sign. We're very social.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, because I know some very introverted Aquariuses, but we kind of are just like, we're the weird people of this zodiac. We have like, we're the conspiracy theorists. We like shit that people don't like. We're very unconventional. We're robots.
I
We're
can
not
see
very
that.
emotional.
I could see that.
That's
Give
what
us
we're known.
give us a conspiracy that you believe in.
Oh my God. 9/11 was an inside job. Where do you want to start?
Oh, we all know
Oh,
that.
I mean, we know
Okay.
We all
that.
know
That's
that. Yeah, we
they
all
gonna
know
release that in the textbook soon.
Oh, okay. Well, did you guys see that Anonymous had? Oh, well, do you want to get into this bag? Because I'm real conspiracy.
You think the world is flat or round?
It's round.
I'm just
we're
asking
not doing
questions.
that.
I'm
I'm
just
not that type of conspiracy. I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that the conspiracy sometimes be real.
I don't be giving a shit if it's round or flat. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, me neither.
But my point
That's
with
how I
the
live.
flat shit is, what are we gaining from saying it's flat or it's round? Like, what is the conspiracy behind it being flat? Is there money
think it's-
attached to it? Is there capitalism?
It's just how we consume information.
Yeah. Or also,
Telling us to be true and what's false.
Right,
exactly.
We don't really care that the earth is round or flat. We care that why y'all
But the flat earthers go hard.
My
and I
mom
wanna
is a
know
flat
why.
earther, and my mom is
don't understand why
she.
people go so hard about that.
Because when they lie, it's something to gain, right? Like, oh, we went to space. There's something to gain from lying about that, right?
Yeah, well,
But the flat earth thing, there's nothing to gain from that lie. I don't get
So
it.
here go my thing. If the earth is round, right? Uh-huh. And when I see pictures of earth and it be blue, that's the water part, right?
Yes.
So when you fly into right there, you ain't in the water? You'll fly straight into the water or no?
See, that's
what?
the thing. What confuses me about how
You
like
see the
landing
picture of
part.
earth, right?
Right.
It's round.
It's round.
There's a lot of water.
And you see the blue part, right? That's the water, right?
Yes.
Because we're 70% water or
Yes,
80%
yes,
water. Yeah.
yes. So when you fly into earth, why you not flying in through the water?
Because you're not flying. You're not
going
landing on the
around
water.
on a.
How you going around?
You're not flying.
How are you going around?
You're not going into the
I'm
ocean.
confused.
Why you not?
You.
If you from outer space and you coming into Earth, you see the blue part. That's the water, right?
Yes, but you wouldn't land on the water. You would land onto
Oh,
the.
so they gonna go around and go to land.
Yes. This is what confuses me. This is what confuses.
Are you for real? Are you for real? Not right now. Like
Yes.
just like a plane, they know where they're going. Like you're
I'm dead
landing
ass.
where you're supposed to land.
I'm
Okay,
dead
but you
ass.
know what I say
There's a
about
lot
that?
of blue on that Earth, bro.
How
Ain't
come-
nobody make a mistake?
How come you can land on the moon, but you land in Earth? That's where my confusion is.
Because
right?
we didn't land on the moon. That's why.
Yeah, no. However, if you were to land something, right, you wouldn't be able to see it. The way that they portrayed us landing on the moon is that we would visibly be able to see them standing on the moon from outside of.
A speck of a person. You're
What
not
they're
gonna
saying.
see that.
That's why I say the.
Who
What do you
said
mean?
that?
Who said
Yeah,
that?
who said
It shows when they show them landing on the moon. It's them landing on the moon. You can see the black space behind them.
Wait, make sure real question. Who the fuck recorded them landing on the moon?
they ain't been on no moon.
Because we haven't been on the moon. That's the thing.
No, I agree. I don't think
Yeah.
we have. That's my point. Is saying the way that they portrayed us landing on the moon is that if you are outside of the moon
All right,
in
have a
space, you
seat.
could see them
Okay,
landing
go.
onto the moon. When you land on Earth, you can't visibly see somebody landing onto Earth, right?
Bro,
because
first
we
of
have
all-
an atmosphere.
First of all, we were at war with the Soviet Union at the time, which is now Russia.
Oh, we wanted to beat them.
Russia said they was gonna put a man on the moon. We said bullshit. We gonna be the first ones put a man on the moon. That's how this whole thing even started. We was at it. We was into it with Russia, and that's where this moon landing shit came from.
So what about the other planets? Anybody ever land on them other planets?
Yeah, I have.
What's going? Where you go?
Hey, come on, look, come on
Anybody ever
back.
go to Jupiter or something before?
Don't go on another planet with a man you don't know.
Not for 2 weeks.
To believe in aliens?
I just seen aliens.
think
I
so.
don't
too.
believe in aliens.
I do.
I think so.
I don't believe in no mermaids, but
Why
Why
not?
I just believe. Well, a mermaid is a half a woman. We know that they don't live underwater. You need oxygen.
So
If we're the people of the earth, why can't there be people in water? People in
Space is ocean, ocean is
We just a. I don't know why humans think we so special. We just a species.
for sure.
That's all we are. We are just
So I think it's some other niggas on Jupiter or something.
I do.
I hope so, and if there is, shit.
I do.
I think my replica is somewhere floating around there.
Yo, man, what's going on?
That's what I
tonight?
said. I think humans, we fucked everything up, but we think so highly of ourselves. It's crazy. We fucked this whole planet up.
So y'all think it's better shit on other planets?
Hell yeah. Hookah's better, everything.
That might be true. That really might be true.
So you think it's
I wouldn't-
motherfuckers? So y'all think it's people in Mars looking at Earth like, man, they
Ghetto,
gonna
ghetto. They probably think ghetto shit.
No.
huh?
You only thinking about our galaxy.
Right.
There's millions of galaxies.
We won't even be able to get to them.
Why we
It
can't
would
get
take
to
a
'em?
billion years.
That shit'll take you a million years. You ain't got a million years worth of time.
Oh, it's just us, bro. Ain't nobody else. So it's got so, Men in Black. Oh, come on, y'all.
Spank, and
Wait, hold on.
Spank, what we saying is, we are just one planet of
I get
millions
that.
of planets that's undiscovered.
I get
We
that.
don't. The answer is we don't know. But to your point,
I
you
don't think
saying
it's shit out there.
Hold on.
I really don't, man. I don't think it's shit out there.
I mean,
I don't
you-
even think it's Jupiter and all that shit out there. I
Oh
really don't.
Lord, this nigga.
They lied to us, man. I'm telling you.
that's that
You ain't laying on planet
Philadelphia
Rock.
public school shit.
You can see the planets in the fucking sky. What are you talking about?
Are they planets?
Are they playing? Okay.
That's what they told us.
So-
They told us 2 + 2 is 4 since we was kids. We don't really know that shit.
Oh Lord. 2.
Talk about conspiracy. I'll go back with you.
This is 4. Okay, I think we're living in a simulation too. Because you know why I think we're living in a simulation? Have you seen the Labubus? The
No,
Labubus, the little dolls, the little troll dolls that people are attaching to their purses, and it's this big epidemic. They made $1.4 billion, this toy
God damn.
company,
Wow.
right?
I don't know
Same
what
shit
that
as Furbies. Remember Furbies?
That's
Do you
a
remember the toy
little doll, right?
Furbies?
Oh, the toy.
little
Yeah.
toy Furbies.
Yeah.
We're literally living in a simulation. Furbies is the same concept of what a Labubu doll is.
That's a lot, boo boo.
That's a Labubu, and now show a Furby.
All right, but what's the significance
What's
of this?
significant is that every 20 odd years, they put out something that's already been put out, and
Right.
they make
And it's
it
going
have,
over and over again.
It's a reset.
I
It's
see
the
what
same
you're
thing. This Furbies was a big thing in the 1990s, and everybody went crazy. They talked, but it's the same thing. Essentially, the same thing. It's a toy that exactly a toy that they made adults have this uncanny, oh my God, I need to have it. And now and then jack up the prices of what it was originally $40.
Right.
They're reselling them for $700. You know what I mean?
God damn.
So why I'm saying we live in a simulation is when the Furbies came out, it was a big epidemic too. They broadcasted it to children. Adults took a liking for it, and they made it something else.
Call it a furry animal epidemic.
It
That's-
is though.
that's
It
not a-
is. Have
no,
you seen it?
that's
These women
not-
are putting these dolls on $30,000 bags and
Yeah, but
walking around with
that
them.
don't represent epidemic to me. That represents a great marketing plan that got executed. I taught motherfuckers how to. I taught you how to think. I'm gonna teach you how to buy and how to be a
They told us the
consumer.
most important meal of the day is breakfast.
And
That was
all that shit is
propaganda.
And
bullshit.
that's propaganda. Milk is
Americans,
bullshit. Supposed to make your bones better. That's a lie.
Propaganda.
They've been lying to us our whole life. It ain't
My-
nothing but us here, man.
That's what I
No.
said.
I don't think so.
Conspiracy theories are more so trying to control your thoughts than the actual shit that we.
Well, don't you
debate.
think that's what the news is doing?
Yes,
Yeah.
news for sure.
I mean, when I originally went to school, I wanted to become a broadcaster, right?
You want to be a weather girl?
I wanted to be on CNN, actually. I wanted to be on there with them big ones. But then I realized how political the news industry is and how sad it is. Majority of the things the topics that they put on TV in the news world is to put some type of fear into your
Yeah, for
mind.
sure.
You know what I mean? And
Same
to
thing with
have you
COVID.
have this controlled thinking like, oh, if you go outside, you're gonna catch COVID. You know what I mean? People in Miami didn't give a fuck about no goddamn COVID. They was outside. They all got it, but then and they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't make no sense,
What?
Holly.
What do you mean that don't make no sense?
That don't make no sense because
What was that?
they told them folks, don't go outside, your ass gonna get COVID.
Right.
And when you came back in the house, your dumb ass had COVID.
Had COVID,
That
but
ain't like
I never caught it though.
Did you ever get tested?
I had it
Yes,
twice.
I was on set.
I had to get tested yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I never caught it.
I had it twice.
You had it twice?
Was it the sickening where you felt like,
I
was
never-
it just you lost your sense of smell or lost your sense of taste?
the only symptoms I had the 2 times that I had it was like the worst shit I felt was headaches, but for like a month I lost my smell and my taste.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
For like a month, yeah.
You can't even eat good food like that. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. I just started eating healthy. I'm like, shit, I might as well. All right, come on, wrap this shit up, y'all.
We're wrapping it up already now.
No, we got more questions.
Y'all can
bro.
keep talking. I'm gonna go.
I gotta go to the
eat or
bathroom though.
something.
Hold on, let me go to the bathroom.
No, don't
Oh,
leave me
give
here
me one.
hanging.
I do one.
We're doing Fuck a Bucket?
Shit, we started an hour ago. We just ain't get. We got the Spanks and that was it.
Why we gotta cut it out? The sex shit?
No, we talking about you on the phone.
Oh yeah, I gotta cut that out. My bad.
Mine says, change one thing about the world. Go.
Jesus Christ.
Get
No,
rid
I'm
of
with
him?
you though. That's
Change
why I
one
went to
thing about the
HBCU. That's no.
He talking about get rid of him? It's crazy.
Change one thing in the world.
I would make traveling probably a little bit cheaper.
Traveling cheaper.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to travel. I think
Absolutely.
everybody deserves the opportunity to see some different shit.
Absolutely. So you would change the cost of traveling?
I would change the cost of traveling.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would say free health
on
care
some-
for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, on some-
There we go, my brother.
Free health care for everybody.
On some
Absolutely.
stupid shit, I would make it a punishable offense to be in somebody else's fucking business.
Every woman gonna be locked the fuck up.
That's what I
Started
would
with me. Free me, y'all. What's one thing that I would change about the world? That's kind of like a difficult question if you think
What you
about
think
it.
will happen if you make everybody rich?
Everybody be poor by the end of the week.
What do you mean? Everybody's rich though.
I think crime would be down.
Think about the pandemic. All the PPP loans,
Yeah.
all the lines that was on Rodeo,
Yeah.
them niggas right now, they broke.
I
Well,
know,
that's-
but,
well-
but what they keep getting the money though? They keep getting it.
Well, that was
They
borrowed.
rich.
3-year-old Dior,
I get all that, but they're consistently being rich. You said when they get poor.
so they keep spending it.
Okay, so who's it?
Because
Ah, there we go.
it's no-
Now we coming up with something.
It's no basis for earning. So you just end up with a bunch of entitled people continuously spending money because they think it's just gonna keep coming.
Yeah, he just said it though. Who's gonna work if you're rich? Why is you working at McDonald's or one of these stores? So that makes sense.
So that brings up the whole, AI. AI is taking over the world. That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say
it's taking
when we
over
were
shit.
talking about when she brought up Men in Black, right? So me and my ChatGPT, we have a very close relationship. Me and
I'm
that's
gonna go to
my
the bathroom
dog.
on this one. I'm gonna
This
go to
my
the
dog, Spank. We's locked in, and I asked ChatGPT. No, this is what I asked it because I was watching the movie Her, right? Have you ever seen that movie where he falls in love with the voice? And I asked Chat, I said, what is the percentage of people that have these emotional connections with AI? And she said, it said 63% of people engage in some type of emotional relationship with their chat. But that's because they're developing these relationships because chat is not created to have a biased opinion. It's giving you an opinion of everything. It's
When it learns you, it's trained to talk to you.
yes, it's trained to be empathetic, but
Well,
it's
you're
not
fucked,
trained
man.
to have feelings. And if you ask it right now, why are you so emotionally understanding? They said that their programming takes thousands of different.
But you know what's crazy about that? Not one of them motherfucking opinions is me.
This is true.
That's all I got.
This is true. I was against AI at first, right? Because I thought that, how do we know that this is not going to defeat the purpose of humans, right? If you have artificial intelligence doing our jobs, you know, being our therapist, then what's the need for the human, you know, interaction if you can have something as close as on your phone to handle everything for you? But at the end of the day, what it said is that we'll never be able to have a real emotional connection because what they're giving to you is a programmed response. It's never going to be a real emotional connection, like as if you're two human beings.
God bless the people that looks for emotional support from AI.
Some people, that's all they got.
That's why I said God bless them. I wasn't criticizing them. I said God bless them.
It's sad to
Listen, if you're in a dark place and that's what you need, by all means, like do what you need to do. I'm not criticizing. I just think that shit is sad for real.
It is.
I think human interactions are going out of the window. I think that's what makes us all unique and special. Like when the last time you met a man outside in the streets, walked up on a motherfucker, and said, "What's up?"
Oh, just recently. Well, just kidding. I ain't gonna lie.
I tried to tell your ass
Just
to wrap it
recently.
up, but you want to keep talking, so keep talking.
Just recently,
Your
I
scary ass.
run into
Shut
men
the
all
fuck
the
up.
time.
See, that's why we got you a sign, Holly. You got to learn how to chill.
Just recently, actually.
Spank, when the last time you walked up and bagged a woman?
Last time I walked up and bagged her,
Yeah, like in person.
shit, probably been a little minute.
You know what I'm saying? And Spank be outside.
Probably been a little- Oh nah, shit, nigga, last week
Yeah.
we was in
I wasn't there,
BET
bro.
after party. You was right there. What you talking about? You was right there. The BET party. I should have bagged the one that was behind me, but I was tripping. I ain't realize. I said, damn, she had all that sitting on. I ain't know that. Damn. I messed up on that one. I ain't never even talked to that girl either.
Do men refer,
Tough.
like, do you refer
She was
your homeboys
stupid
to
thick.
good-looking women or vice versa? Could you, if I was single and I wanted to meet a nice guy, could you guys refer me to one?
Say that again.
Could I refer you to one of my friends if
Yes.
you were single?
Yes. A nice,
I can't do it.
why?
I just
I
can't.
don't
Because
have
of me?
No recommendations.
Or
I don't
because you
have-
don't have any recommendation to friends? Like, you don't have any good guys? Or you just don't
We
think
don't
I'm
know
a good
how our
person?
friends are in relationships.
We don't like to get involved in
Yeah.
that type of things.
Yeah, I think that's what we're
See,
missing.
women,
We're missing
y'all
the
like to hook
referral
y'all
days.
girlfriend up with a guy and then go to lunch and discuss it. We don't do that type of shit.
I agree. I
What?
think
What's
when
that?
you get referred by a friend, but the thing is, men don't really have, obviously don't have that good of friends to refer women to.
This is the reason why I say, because I don't know how my friend is in a relationship. I know how my friend is when we kicking it. He cool as hell. The way he talking about women is perfect. I had a high school, I'm a college friend, right? So I was talking to a chick, hooked him up with her girlfriend. So he telling me, oh man, bitch corny, I can't fuck with her. Nigga, so like 2 weeks later, my shorty hit me and go, yo, can you tell your friend to stop calling my girlfriend? She don't like him. I'm like, huh? He told me he don't fuck with her. What are you talking
whole
about?
time he
all
lying.
right. She gets on the phone with me and said, I got voicemails and you can hear it. I said, what? I'm listening to the voicemails. I said, hey, who is this nigga, man? Like, you don't know how your friends
know
act.
who
So
they
ever
are.
since then, I will
so
never.
you just don't refer in that case.
I get up out of there.
Like, okay, like for me instantly, I have a few homegirls that if a man wanted to meet a good woman, I feel like I could be like, hey, I have a friend that I think is a good woman.
Right.
But I don't run into those scenarios as often because I don't think men want to. Why are you laughing?
I ain't laughing.
Are you trying to say I don't got good homegirls?
Whole
nigga?
32 showing him right now. He's talking about, I ain't laughing.
Like what? But also, we just live in that day and age where I feel like men rather approach women on social media than seeing them in person. I've been in situations where I've been out and I see a nigga.
I think it takes the steam off of being rejected, and also.
Shame.
No, hold on, listen to me. And also, you could shoot 10 shots on Instagram.
That's
and
what
just
it
wait
is.
for your results to come back.
Okay.
In the streets.
It's
you
not
gotta
the
go
same.
one at a time.
I'm
if you out and you shoot your shot right here, and we all in the club, I can't just walk away from you and then go shoot my shot right here and then walk away from her.
Why can't
and
you?
Go
Because girls see that, like, yo,
they
you just
see
try
that
to talk
like,
to her.
nah, I don't want to talk to this fool.
But you don't think girls know when a nigga's in your DMs and in her homegirl's DMs? You don't think that's being discussed too?
She can, but you gotta know her to discuss that.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is one thing about me. When I go through your pics, I go see who your friends are. I click on their pages. Okay, all right. That's like a
You're
really
respectful.
homegirl. Yeah,
Some
I
niggas
get
don't
it.
do that. Some niggas don't give
But
a
see,
fuck.
this is what I love about. This is what I love about us.
Yeah.
We cool with the machines taking our order at Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to talk to nobody on the phone to order nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We want all the work to do all the work for us.
Yeah.
But then when it comes time to date, the women like, these niggas scared.
They are
damn,
though.
like,
I've been in situations
That's
where
how we are though.
a man has seen me out and then didn't say nothing to me in person, then
Yeah.
DM me the next following morning, oh, you looked so good last night. Nigga, why didn't you say that to me in person?
And you responded, so it worked.
Yeah, but in my head, I think
It worked.
In my head,
It worked.
It worked only to the extent of me telling you, well, I thought that was pretty fucking lame. You had an opportunity to
Yeah,
speak
but
to
what
me
if
in
he
person.
he had opportunities?
He
But
did.
it worked.
He did. I
But it
saw him
worked,
looking at me.
Oh, 'cause you saw
with
him.
his looking ass. And if you see this, get out my DMs.
Still took you out.
No, he didn't actually.
I never
Like I
did
said,
that, though.
I was turned off by the fact that
You never met no man that
This nigga just roaming.
I told y'all cut this shit.
long time ago.
No, that's all after hours, bro.
That's fine. Everything's still being recorded.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you've never met a man, and the wine is hidden, by the way.
Tuh. Big tuh.
You've never seen a man out. He don't say nothing. He slide in and y'all went out. That's never been your.
Hey, my man, you're in my camera view, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, that has. It has to an extent, but like I said, I would much rather be approached in person than on Instagram because in my mind, just how he said, oh, I could shoot my shot to 20 bitches in the DMs. That's all I'm gonna think about too.
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm just another woman that you just went to DM. If you came at me in person, that means
Yeah.
you're putting a little bit more extra effort,
True.
and to me, that would make me want to engage with you more.
That's true.
Fuck a DM. What is a DM gonna do when I know it's 40 other bitches that you DMing?
Yeah, but
You coming up to me in person, like you said, you're not gonna come up to me, and if you get rejected by me, then go to the next bitch. That speaks volumes to me. I would much rather somebody approach me in person, introduce themselves, and even if I do shoot you down,
Right.
I don't want no man that's worried about rejection. If I reject you, that's God protection, baby.
Yeah, no,
That's how I look at it.
I don't be worried about rejection, but I still look for a sign though
Okay.
before I approach a woman.
Before you approach, like her looking at you
Some
back.
of you hoes is mean than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
And
I
you
hate
gotta
to have
be.
to curse
You
you
got
out.
to be. You
Yeah,
got
if you
to
got
be.
that, I'm not approaching you. I'm not. But if I see you, we make a little eye contact, and you smile or something,
Then you'll go
I'll
over.
talk to you.
Okay,
yeah.
but you're also older, so I feel like older men.
Yeah, she said
have,
that kind of.
No.
She said this every episode. Every episode
I don't
we
mean to
shot.
get on your age because at the end of the day, the age really ain't nothing. But I feel like men that are a little bit older, they don't mind approaching a woman because they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the day, you didn't have a motherfucking phone to DM a girl on or whatever the
Right.
case is. You know what I mean? I've been in that scenario too, where I've had a homeboy like ask me like, "Oh, go get her number for me," or approach like, because he didn't want anybody to see him going
Right.
up to her, or whatever the case is. I
That's
don't
true.
mind doing that for a homeboy either. But
Oh, you don't like when a homie come to you and say, "Yo, my man."
no,
wanna holler
I
at you?"
don't mind that. I don't mind
you
that.
don't mind that.
If he's too big of a name, he don't want to be seen, making those type of things. Sure,
Right.
I don't mind. You send a recruiter.
You send a homie?
Nah, that's weak.
That's weak, but a DM ain't weak to me. That's weak.
Sending a homie this week.
I've done it before.
if you're a big star, if you're Lou Will playing in the NBA
Lou Will's
currently
not
right
going
now,
to another section to go get a young lady there. You see, that's cute.
you know, you've never said, hey, go grab them girls from over
The
there.
nigga said he played in the game and sent the ball boy to go get a chick number. You know he's sending the friends over
Come on
sometimes.
No, I'll send the homies to clear your section out, but I ain't sending them over there for an individual.
Okay. Oh, like to bring.
Oh, bring all the girls. You saying? Oh, I got you.
And then you'll do the work and you pick out the
Right.
one that you
Once they're in
like.
there.
Got it.
Not regular guy.
What do you mean by regular?
Like if someone's not famous and they ask their homegirls to do that.
That's why.
All right. Spilling shit all over the place over here.
Was that a sign to
It
wrap this shit up?
It might be a sign. That might be a sign.
It has been a lovely, glorious night at the Underground Lounge here after hours. Thank you guys for participating in another night. We are wrapping this up. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and we out of here. And I'm here to stay. All you motherfuckers in the comments that have something to say about me interrupting this shit, guess what? I brought this motherfucking sign for a reason. It's hard. It's hard being the only woman in this room. Well, not in this room particularly, but on this stage at times trying to get my point across when you got these two motherfuckers that sometimes don't let you get your point across. But
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh, now it's bullshit from the fact that, well, with that being said, I don't think it's bullshit. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Appreciate
I've
y'all.
been doing radio for 7 years. I just make eye contact when I'm ready to talk. You know what I'm saying? All right, nigga, shut the fuck up. I got something to say.
That's why I got the sign.
There you
We
go.
out of here, though.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Now throw it.